Ladies and gentlemen, we will be there shortly. I literally just gotta make a quick phone call and I will be with you. Ladies and gents, hello. You know what annoys me? When you say to someone, I'm going to ring you at this time, or they ask to be rang at a certain time, and they don't answer. And they don't answer the phone. What's going on with that? What's going on? That's annoyed me today. Meant to make a phone call, and they're like, oh, give us a ring at 12:25. I was like, okay. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. How are we all doing? Yeah, I think I need to change this chat over here, because it's a little bit dark and a little bit small. Seemar over on Kick, hello! We're getting people everywhere. How is everyone doing today? We all doing good? I will say that I am a little bit sad still. Obviously, you know, the legend, the most influential man in heavy metal passed away the other day. Good old Ozzy. Which absolutely sucked. But it was hard. You know what? I'm actually going to say that it was very hard to deal with. The Blake Lively thing. Oh man, I've seen some of them. Yeah, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well for Blake Lively and all them. They think it is, but it's not. But yeah, you know, say Ozzy. It was, let's say, obviously, I found out literally like a minute or so after. My mate posted in the group chat. He was like, Ozzy's dead. And all of us were like, fuck off. Nah, he ain't dead. You know? But then it started coming everywhere. And I was playing a game and what was I playing? Playing Phasmophobia. It was me and my mate G, and we were like, nah, this ain't real. This can't be real, like, you know? But then all of a sudden, it's you know what, we'll have this chat on instead of the other one, because the one up top just seems a little bit dark. But yeah, it was I think we all knew that he was on his way, but the guy, he went out in the most heavy metal way ever. He did his own gig, his own festival, a day festival, so I could say goodbye to everyone. And thing is, well, now I'm seeing everyone that, oh, Gelf, yeah, the Theo, the guy, well, he played Theo on the Cosby Show, the oldest son. But yeah, like I say, the Aussie, I will say, the Aussie one, man, it messed me up, and I didn't think it would. Like I say, Tuesday night, like I say, my mate as well, he, where is it? I'll read you the text now. Because obviously, you know, we couldn't go to the Back to Beginning tour, we couldn't go. Because tickets sold out like that, and it was stupid money. But, like I said, my mate put it in the chat Tuesday night. And, because we were talking about when he sang Mama I'm Coming Home at the, at Back to Beginning with that going on. And, everything was there, you know, watching it, and for some unknown reason, I'm not going to play the clip because obviously copyright, which sucks, because everyone just wants to play Aussie music. But it was there, and we'll just turn, we'll pause that music for a minute. And, oh, what it was, okay, thank you. Right. Here we go, that's literally now, say, oh, can you ring me later? Yeah, great, okay. Yeah, and, when he played Mama I'm Coming Home, everyone, just all the videos, it's just got people crying. And for some unknown reason, everyone just knew. It's like, that's it. That's it. You know, he sung that song with so much heart as well. It was absolutely nuts. But yeah, we were all just there, and my mate goes, Mama I'm Coming Home hits a lot different now. This hits a lot harder. And literally, I must have sat in here just for like an hour, just looking through Twitter. And my entire feed and Instagram and everything else, just Aussie. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, fuck, you know? It was upsetting, I will admit. But again, it's when you look on Twitter and stuff, just seeing how much Aussie meant to so many people. But again, no, without Aussie and without Black Sabbath, we wouldn't have heavy metal, we wouldn't have thrash metal, we wouldn't have death metal, we wouldn't have glam metal, new metal, we wouldn't have any of the heavy metal genres without him and Black Sabbath. And I think everyone knew, but it was just a bit like, you know, like I wish, because everyone thought he was going to outlive everyone, you know, and Tony, yeah, it sucks. It sucked. And again, yes, just seeing everyone talking about him, and it's like, you know what, that is what Aussie meant to people. And at the moment in time, actually, on I show you on here, over on why is that by there now? I do not know why. We're gonna close that in a minute. But yeah, so here now, as you can see, the Family Osborne, Family Meltdown, they have been playing. Yeah, so they restarted, and it's been going on since they're just going through all of the series of the Osbournes and everything else. But yeah, it was, you know, it's Angel with one kick as well. Yes, we're all here. Yeah, it just sucks. You know, it just really, really sucked. But then obviously trying to look for the positives and things, and I think we did. You can't hear that, can you? Scrap metal vans going around, man. So annoying. Some of the most annoying things ever. But yeah, obviously, you know, with him going, and it just sucks. But, you know, his legacy lives on, as the Vikings say, which are, you know, they go, you die, everyone dies twice. The first time your body dies, and second time is when no one starts mentioning you. He's going to live on forever, though, so, you know, it's Aussie. But folks, yes, we are going to be looking at a few things today. We got a few cool looking things. The first thing I thought that we could take a quick look at is this. So I saw this yesterday and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But sadly, it's in comic book form, which I wish it wasn't. I wish we were getting a movie of this, because I think it would be a lot better. But where's the other comic book thing with him? So when was this? Yeah, this is the other day as well. So, I'm going to buy a minute. I want to just move it over for you. So obviously we got that Sleepy Hollow is getting a sequel from in cartoon form, no, in comic book form, which kind of sucks. But I do think it will be okay. I will admit. Oh, Cassandra Young. And that's what it seems to be. That Youngblood is the new Aussie. That's what it seems to be. Tony, I saw him in 2018. I saw him at Download 2018, and he was amazing. But yeah, so we got the first thing. Obviously, it's not using Johnny Depp's likeness, obviously. But we got that. But then we also got this. Johnny Depp to play Mr. Hyde in Ridley Scott's new series. Now, again, this is a graphic novel series, but I'm pretty sure they've said that they're going to be making this into a film. Which, if they are making this into a movie, and Ridley directs, and Depp stars, have they got? So we got that one there. Where's the actual photos of it? But we actually got photos of him, like live action ones. Because it was from a while ago. All right, here we go. These are actually from a while ago that he did these live action style ones. So here we go. So we got that one there. That one there. That one. And this one where he's just looking at the potions. To be honest with you, for this here, I would literally... I'd be so happy with this. No, I don't think it is... bloody hell. I don't think it is the Universal Monsters. I think it is literally just a Hyde series. Because it is going to be a graphic novel, but they have said that there will be a movie of it. And to be honest with you, I think Johnny Depp would be the perfect person to do Hyde. I will say as well, though, that I am a little bit gutted that we never saw him as the Invisible Man, because I do think he would have been awesome as the Invisible Man. I think he would have been really, really good. And again, that's mostly because... so we got that one by there. So we had Johnny Depp in Invisible Man. Because this is what it was going to be, wasn't it? It was literally going to be... So that's what we had. It's not the full picture, the full thing. And so what it was going to be, obviously, Russell Crowe was Mr. Hyde. Tom Cruise was in The Mummy. Javier Bardem was going to be the Wolfman. Johnny Depp was going to be the Invisible Man. Obviously, The Mummy. But it was going to be Angelina Jolie as the Bride of Frankenstein. That would have been amazing. It would have been really, really good. I really do think so. But, you know what? He does look like Fagin. Yeah, he does actually, doesn't he? But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming on, which I think is absolutely amazing. And to be honest with you, having someone like Ridley Scott as the guy who's the director, and hopefully it could be really good. It could be really, really well done. It really could. And like I said, just seeing him with oh yeah, we got rid of this page. But yeah, I think it would have been really well done as well. I think we would have seen something special. But obviously, this is The Invisible Man. Don't get me wrong, The Invisible Man movie that came out in 2020 was absolutely incredible. I love that movie. It's so good and it's so well done. But, Cassandra, yes. He was Rumpelstiltskin, wasn't he? You know what? Seeing how that series had so many massive fairy tale creatures and everything else, it was insane. I will admit, I will say that. Like I say, I only saw not all of it though, but we did see a little bit. But when you see certain worlds, it goes back to what we were talking about the other day, where we were saying about with movies, don't try and build a universe, just try and make one movie and just go forward. If it's a success, great. Then you can think. You can retcon certain things. But don't go along and say, right, I got 4 movies here, buy it as a bundle. Doesn't happen this day and age. Not anymore. But it would be so cool to see a Mr. Hyde movie come on out with Johnny Depp as Mr. Hyde. I really do think it would be awesome. The last time I remember seeing a Mr. Hyde on film was it Van Helsing? I think it was Van Helsing. Was it 2004? Yeah. And you know what? I love Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. It is such a good and fun movie, though. It's so good. But yeah, that by there, the beginning. That's the beginning part, isn't it? When he's facing Mr. Hyde in Paris. Such a good movie. Absolutely love that. So good. Oh no, Tony. I've seen people posting it, and I've not skimmed it, but I just went on it, had a quick look through it, because he's putting all his book out there for free, which is amazing. I do think that is absolutely fantastic to see. But another thing as well, like obviously yesterday I did a video about how they're literally still using AH as the bloody poster child for DV victims, which she's not a victim. She was the abuser, you know? But there's another one I saw, which I'll show you a quick glimpse of it, because it's not, I'm not going to read it on here, but I am going to be making a video on it, more than likely either tomorrow or over the weekend. And it's this. When the director told Johnny Depp his co-star AH had just arrived on set with her wife, he replied, "No leading lady of mine stays gay for long." A new book lifts the lid on the couple's car crash marriage. So yeah, so I saw this and I was a little bit like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? You know? But yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and it's quite a substantial article, as you can see, with all the photos and everything else, and it is from that Vampire Diary things, the book that came out. But as you can see, it's such a long article. So I will be doing that for it. But yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days. I will say that, with a few things regarding obviously AH, and I do think that her team is putting a lot, and I mean a lot, of shit out there. And because first of all, I want to know who's paying for it. That's what I want to know. Who is paying for it? You know what? I can't give her that, can I? No. So, give me a moment, folks. Yeah, I want to know who's paying for all her PR, because her PR is every time that Johnny Depp does something. Like, you know, this thing with Hyde. When all this was announced, she's coming out with all this shit. And then, one thing I do like at this moment in time, though, is how her play, you know, her college play, because that's exactly what it is, you know, it's not on bloody, it's not on Broadway, it's not on the West End, it's not even off Broadway, it's like a little college campus sort of thing. It's almost like they told her, oh, you have to go there because this is going to make you look a lot better. It's not. And people are complaining about how like the audio is rubbish, the acting is rubbish, and I'm just like, oh, right, okay, you know, which is interesting, I will say that. Alright, how do I do that? If I save, so the chat may change it by here. It may go to white in a minute, hopefully. Yeah, there we go, it's gone white. That's a little bit better, not exactly great looking, but yeah, we are going to have to move that after. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, it's the way that she's just gone. It's oh, Gelf, yeah. It was so during the trial, like I say, that's what I had. Well, we saw we looked at the other week, didn't we, or the other month, where I had to get rid. Fair enough, it was Scientology, but at the time we had a lot of issues with AH and her legal team. Say Tug, he was brought up. I was brought up because I created a hashtag, "We just don't like you, Amber," which that's one of my proudest moments. We just don't like you, which is true, you know. And so obviously, because during the trial, obviously, I streamed one day, Les another, Stevie, you know, and because Soups started going to work and she had her job, afterwards it would be like I'd stream twice a week, then Les, then Stevie, that sort of thing. And we were getting 10, 15, 20, 30,000 people a stream, which is insane. And I see that number still to this day. I am literally like, oh my god, we had that many people watching us every single day. It was just nuts. And we were getting people in the comments, you know, literally, and because on certain software, you can tell if certain people, you know, you can ban them or whatever. And a bit like with Snapchat as well, people get told if like a photograph or a snap has been taken, or, you know, like the screen print thing on your phone, that gets told, and you get told that so-and-so did this. You screenshotted your photo. And we had that running in the background, and we had certain segments where, if it was me, Les, Stevie, Andrea Burkhardt, we also had, Pluto. We had so many lawyers come on with us, and we're talking. And when we were talking about things, we would get a notification stating someone is taking a screenshot of this or whatever. And we're like, why didn't you use screenshots? But then we found that there was things on TikTok. Look at these people. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're just gullible. And we were like, oh, right, okay. So, obviously, we had the lawyers. We had Andrea. We had Pluto. We also had Legal Bites as well. And we were just like, you know what? We'll just let them deal with it, which we asked them for help, and they went and done it. They were like, yeah, we'll sort it out for you, which is amazing. But yeah, we had so much shit going back for all that. It was absolutely nuts. But yeah, like I say, Gelf, the thing going on with a lot of, like I say, YouTubers getting subpoenas at this moment, I do think it's kind of far-fetched of Blake Lively and all them to start sending subpoenas to content creators who are literally covering the news. That's literally it, covering it. Like I did with Scientology when I was covering the Scientology and the Danny Masterson situation. My entire channel got demonetized for like 2 months because of them. I had, it was over 20 million views I had to delete. I had one video which was my biggest video ever, and it was about Danny Masterson, about he's been accused and he's been arrested for this and he's got a court date. That video alone had 6.3 million views. My biggest video ever that won a short. My biggest short was 15 million, and it was the Isaac crying. And we're talking about, like this guy's gone through everything. That was my biggest one at 17 million views. But my long form ones, all are Scientology, because obviously when you get copyright claimed or you're struck or whatever, it shows you and tells you that, oh, so-and-so is, this person has done this or whatever. And all my videos, privacy-related issues. And I'm like, it's public news. The guy is in court. The guy is in the public domain because of what he's done. So obviously people can cover it. But yeah, Aaron on Growing Up in Scientology. That guy's going all out, and I love that dude to bits. He's got so many great videos and live streams at the moment, where in Florida, in Clearwater, he's just writing cult on the floor every Friday with chalk, which can be washed away. And there's just so much stuff going on. Oh, Brant, which one first? Masterson's or the little guy who runs Scientology? Miscavige, that's his name. David Miscavige. But yeah, there's so many things going on. I see people being subpoenaed for covering the news, and to me, that's like, right, okay, people don't want the real news. They just want the legacy media, the ones who are literally just going to sugarcoat and feed you whatever you want to hear. Which is why, on, say, Tuesday, is when I didn't believe that Ozzy had passed. That's the reason. Because I'm like, because we saw, it was about a week ago, there was a article on Daily Mail. It was on the Daily Mirror, here in the UK, obviously, The Sun, Daily Star, across them all, about how Ozzy and Sharon have a pact together. If one goes, the other goes. And the Kelly Osbourne had to come out and she's like, no, this is stupid. Where are you getting this? Because this is wrong. But I was like, bloody hell. But yeah, there's so much going on. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, Brant, yeah, Shelley Miscavige, she hasn't been seen in decades. But the funny thing was, actually, I was... Where was? Let's have a little look for it, actually. Because supposedly, Shelley Miscavige walked into a police station this year. So we'll have a look now. Where is it? So you had one last year. She was seen... Oh, sorry, last seen, obviously, was that. When was this done? Am I just seeing things? Or, you know, because I really thought I saw it. Oh, God, that's great to see, man. But yeah, seeing all of these people and just the way that they're literally... Because they got money, obviously, that is the reason why they're all going on about this and why they're going... oh, we're going on, you know, we haven't seen her, this is happening. And I'm pretty sure I saw something where she was like, oh, she's been seen or something. Because obviously you had the Church of Scientology, they put out a statement 2 years ago stating, oh no, she's fine, she's here, she's doing this, she's doing that. And have they taken it off? Because again, we all... This is one thing I saw, but this is from 2023. Aaron, Aaron. Yeah, resurfaced drone footage of what he described as one of the church's top secret bases in Twin Peaks, California. Yeah, this by here it was. Yeah, Leah Remini. But I do find it mad how literally it all started out with Leah Remini and everything else, and obviously Miss Scavenge going to Tom Cruise's wedding to Katie Holmes, and his wife wasn't with him. If you're the wife of something that is huge, like this, like Scientology is, you would think, wouldn't you, that... Okay, I'm going to take my wife, if I'm the best man as well, because he was supposedly the best man along with Tom Cruise's son, wasn't he? It's just absolutely... It's sickening, to be honest with you, of what they do to people. And how they can claim, again, obviously, how they've been going around stating, oh, look at this, it's going on, we got this, we got that. It's a bit shitty, isn't it? You know, it is a bit shitty, and to be honest with you, I really don't know what's going on with it, and in the back of my mind, I do think that she is probably no longer here. That's what I'm thinking, but that's what we got there. But folks, we are going to jump into our first video of the day, which we did see this the other day. We showed a little bit. Cops discover car filled with serial killers' victims.
Serial killer victims found in a car, which is absolutely insane.
Absolutely nuts. So... Oh yeah, let's say, so with Ozzy, they had a air ambulance arrive, and they tried like for 2 hours to resuscitate him, and again they were like, yeah, he has gone, which sucks. So, but it was nice though, because Kelly Osbourne put out the last video of Ozzy. It was like a day or two beforehand, where she's sitting at the like the dining table. She's got a little boy. Her older brother, Louis, or Louis, wherever he's called, was on the other side. He was there. And Ozzy was down at the end of the table. And he was like, oh, hi, hello. And he seemed in good health then. We all, we know that he has Parkinson's. But, again, obviously, at that time, it was literally just, this is what's going on. And he went out in a heavy metal way. He went out how he wanted to go out. One final performance, which was incredible. And he was like, right, I've done that now. I can go safely. Which is great. And I also saw a couple of brands from the asset saying good morning to him. Yeah, that's the one. It's such a nice video. And obviously now there's AI images, obviously, of people putting out there of Ozzy meeting back up with Lemmy in heaven, man. And I'm getting choked up here, man. It's nuts because it's like literally, it's like we didn't really know him, but we did. It was that sort of thing. It's like we've lost a grandfather. Yeah, I will say, Tony, I think they were trying to, because he had like his own rehab hospital wing made on the side of the building, just so he can get everything done. Night, Gelf. Have a good sleep, bud. But yeah, it's sad, but they say he's no longer here with us. That's it. What? What's Iron Mouse done? 1.1 million? What's happened with her? Iron Mouse says Tiltify. Campaign raises 1 million for Immune Deficiency Foundation. Oh, that is incredible. That is amazing. That is, see? Following claims that the organization had not paid 500 grand from a previous charity. Oh my God. July 21st, Iron Mouse stated she was leaving V Shoujo, alleging the organization had not transferred funds raised for the Immune Deficiency Foundation during her viral subathon. Bloody, you know what? Hats off to her, man. Hats off to her. That is absolutely amazing. 1.1 million, is it? 1.17 million. Oh, that is so cool. And I'm so happy to see that. When you see people doing all of this and all the donations that people can make and just what people can, just raise is absolutely amazing. The announcement prompted reactions with fellow creators, announcing their own departures from the organization. Iron Mouse campaign raise surpassed. God, you know what? That is so cool to see. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing, that is. Hey, Bows, how's it going? Absolutely awesome. I'm so happy to see that. Like I say, it's when you see people who are doing good and they're raising money, and then, like I say, that organization not paying, that really fucking annoys me. That really annoys me that these organizations don't pay anything. To be honest with you, we kind of know who that reminds us of, don't we, folks? That literally is AH. I pledged to donate 7 million, and she never. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely nuts. I hate it when people do that sort of thing, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to do, a charity stream, we're going to do this, and then they don't donate the money. To me, they are just criminals. That is that's stealing money. That's how I look at that. And to be honest with you, we saw AH do it. Who else did they do it recently? Oh bloody hell. I can see it. I can literally see it. No, but you can't. You can't. Oh bloody hell. Because it was a couple of $100,000 it was, and they didn't donate. Because obviously, you say we got AH who's doing it. But seeing that when people are like, no, you know what? We're going to go out and we're going to just raise money. Absolutely incredible. And over $1 million is so fucking cool. That is so cool. But yeah, it's like, I'm happy that she's done that, man. That is, that, the completionist? I don't think it was that one. Oh, he'll come back to me in the next couple of minutes and I'll remember and I'll tell you there. Hey, Solaris, how's it going? But yeah, you know what? Seeing people donate, like say, obviously with the Aussie Back to the Beginning tour, they raised over 190 million for Parkinson's in the Children's Hospital, which is so cool. And seeing, Iron Mouse do this as well, which is absolutely incredible. Oh, you see, it's come back to me. That AH supporter on Twitter oh, I'm raising $500 for flowers. Then it kept going up. 600, 700, 800, 900, $1,000. And then she showed the photo of the flowers that she sent AH that was paid for by all these people. They were like €55 or €100. And then she went, oh, I had to pay for the, my website. Why are you paying for a website? You know? Which is absolutely insane to even think of. But yeah, it's her. Leave her alone, yeah. Because she is just an idiot. You know what? Hats off to Iron Mouse. You know, the amount of money that she has raised, is absolutely incredible. I'm just booting Discord up now, Bows. Yeah, there's so many cool things going on. Ah, right, here we go, yeah. She's made it to Sports Illustrated. That is insane. That is incredible. Huh. That is incredible. Sports Illustrated and stuff, man. Holy hell, that is huge. That is huge. That is so good. Oh, you know what? That makes it even better because it's literally worldwide as well, which is just fucking cool, that is. That is so cool. But yeah, folks, we got our new, the video we're going to look at first today. The cops discover a car filled with serial killer victims. Let's have a little listen and look-see.
Police just arrived at an airport parking lot to investigate reports of an abandoned truck. Initially, it seemed like just another routine call with nothing unusual, but that's when it hit them.
Kind of smells. I think it smells like decomp. I can smell something.
Inside the truck lay 4 brutalized and dismembered bodies hidden inside boxes. What officers didn't know at the time is that 11 more bodies lay buried and hidden in remote areas of the state.
Holy shit.
An active, twisted serial killer was on the loose, and detectives were already months behind.
Oh my god. Hey Brett, how's it going?
We don't care about anything else other than finding Mac, Justin, and Justin. Whoever did that is our focus.
I tied everything
bloody bread
knife.
knife.
Oh. I mean, like, I know he lost them 3, man. I know he did.
Taking these other 11, did you take them all to the same place? If you ever came back out to New Mexico, would you be willing to take us?
It started on a Sunday afternoon when police in Grants, New Mexico received a mysterious call. A landlord had just discovered something he described as disturbing while cleaning out an
one of the
evicted
worst
tenant's
things I can think of doing.
Officers immediately headed to the address to investigate.
So this guy hasn't paid us since July, but with COVID going on, we couldn't evict him, so we've had nothing but problems with him. Anyways, we finally got him to move out, so I've seen him today. We haven't come by, we haven't messed with him. I'm afraid I'll kick his ass, you know. When I came by, he says, I'm gonna leave you a pile to throw.
Hey Tim, afternoon bud.
Pile, so we started to load it up. While we were moving some things, and we found this puppy in this box.
So before we even go further with this, with them opening the video saying that they saw there was 4 people or 4 victims in this car. Surely the smell would have come out from the car, would have seeped out from the gaps, because we all know exactly what gone off food tastes like, and smells like, and obviously with a human it's going to be a lot worse. Unless the guy had him wrapped up so secure in the car, it's gonna be nuts.
Underneath some of the kid stuff,
Okay.
So we go to put the puppy in the bag because we were gonna bury it, and then we see that
Bowes, I had that last night, mate. I was watching Tim the Tap Man.
Okay.
Well,
As soon as he went into Warzone, he was dropping in, landed on the building, advert. I'm like,
who did it and when, but that needs to be associated with him, you know, because we're gonna.
The way I think YouTube should run is a bit like how Twitch does it with theirs. Even though I don't like Twitch, I think with Twitch, the way that if you subscribe or you're a member or whatever, you don't get the ads. That's what YouTube should be like. You know, but they don't want that. They want you to sign up for YouTube Premium because they get the money, no one else. I'm telling you, ever since that guy took over, man, it's just getting worse. They got a new AI tool coming out, which I'm going to look into and probably make a video and show you guys, because it's just terrible. It is such a bad move going for AI.
I'm gonna take him to court for a lot of other things, and if I can just have that on file, it'll help.
Okay.
It was clear the puppy had suffered a horrific death. Animal control arrived shortly afterwards and confirmed it had been deliberately
that would be the best thing ever.
Noting a cord
Just literally
tied
put
tightly
it at the
around
very
its
bottom.
neck. The cruelty of the
Like obviously
scene
with
was
chats you
deeply
get a little bit
unsettling.
like the coming
officer
over it.
immediately recognized they were dealing with someone
Have they actually gotten
truly
rid of
twisted.
the ones at the bottom now?
Yeah, that was just straight up.
Absolutely.
That's just sad. That right there just really got to me, because it's like, that's not cool at all. Right?
No. Absolutely. Cruel, awful people.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Raquel. Let's say it shouldn't be like that, literally. Because I got mine on the lowest setting going. Because I hate ads. I hate them.
Unfortunately for
And
investigators,
I don't want people to
the
look at
puppy
ads.
Was just
You know,
the
even
first
though
body.
people could
And
be
in
like, "Oh,
coming
you're losing
days,
money."
Police would uncover more
Don't care.
gruesome scenes, strange disappearances, and disturbing evidence pointing to something far more calculated than anyone expected.
So we've got a massive tarp.
That same day, Detective Robert Turney was assigned a missing persons case involving 19-year-old Matthew Miller. Matthew's grandmother had called 911 a couple of days earlier, worried because she hadn't seen or heard from him in nearly a week. It turned out police were already familiar with Matthew and knew he had previously struggled with substance abuse. So initially they assumed his disappearance was drug-related. Maybe he overdosed somewhere.
As they are gonna think, yeah.
But Matthew's family insisted something was different this time and urgently requested to speak with detectives. Trusting their instincts, Detective Turney decided to visit Matthew's grandmother, where he would discover some unsettling new possibilities.
So they got 3 missing people already.
So you guys can help me out by just calling around to hospitals, clinics, rehabilitation places, other county jails, and just see if he's there. So prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Okay, but I will tell you, I had more than enough to arrest Matthew several times, and he's not one of those people that I want to arrest.
Like I say, YouTube has just become a business now. It's not for creators anymore.
Yeah. He's not that kind of person.
Yes, that's my main fear.
And he probably has a little bit of a...
I'm going to pause this a minute. Like I say, this is why I'm trying to move streams over to Kick, because I don't want to count on people to watch ads just to give me money, you know, so I get paid via that way. Like with Kick, if you can do it and you can get path to becoming a partner with Kick, you get paid by the hour, which is mind-blowing, because everyone has always thought, with Twitch, if they paid you by the hour, it'd be great because you're bringing all this money in. But Twitch, one of the worst platforms going, the CEO, Dan, whatever his name is, he's one of the stupidest, most horriblest people going. And, like I say, Kick, you get paid by the hour, so you stream all day, you'll get paid. Which is insane. And it's such a good idea. And I really do hope that... because Kick is bigger than Twitch in Spain, which is amazing. Oh, Bows. You can look at my videos, but like I say, before, in the last year or so, my videos views have gone down. I was averaging between 10 and 20,000 views a video. And then obviously if it kicked off, it'd be like 100,000. But literally now, it's like a couple of hundred here and there, which is nuts. Considering that, because everyone's asking me, oh, when are you putting a new video out? I have. They're on the channel. And a lot of them not getting notified. Yeah, Clancy, that's the guy. I absolutely... oh, excuse me. Lose my voice there. Yeah. When like that then. But yeah, again, like with the ads, when you see like certain big creators who are in the Google preferred, instead of getting the £4, because I'm on £4.57 per CPM per like 1,000 views or whatever. When you look at people like Mr. Beast and all those people, they're on like a couple of £1,000 per 100,000, well, per 1,000 view, which is stupid. But again, no, that's all they seem to fucking push out there now. And I think Mr. Beast is gone. I think he's fallen off. I really do. His content is not that fun anymore. It's literally just like, right, what can I do to go viral? That's literally it. It's not nice videos. It's just game show after game show. It's like, no one wants these.
Complex, because he knows he's that kind of person. And so he's going to be real hesitant to reach out and tell you guys the actual truth about this person took advantage of me.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? So just forgive him. All you can do
he
is
is too commercialized.
And you forgive him and go from there.
After rehashing some information with Matthew's family, Detective Turney would go on to learn some critical details. Matthew's girlfriend told the family she saw him getting into a vehicle with several other people, including a blonde woman named Jennifer Lannon, someone Matthew had recently been spending time with. He also learned that Matthew often spent time with a close friend named Justin Mata and his girlfriend,
and these are the ones that have been found.
All three were known to use drugs together. Acting quickly on these promising new leads, police began searching locations Matthew was known to frequent.
That whole thing with
they located
his friend
Matthew's
Chris.
Chevy Colorado truck parked and seemingly abandoned
that guy
within
ruined
a few
his family
blocks away from Leone and Justin's
just so he can wear a dress.
The truck was dirty, locked, and appeared to have been parked there for several days. Inside, detectives found clothing and personal belongings, as well as several unsettling items including a pair of rubber gloves and a shovel lying in the truck's bed. They also found multiple cell phones that were damaged in the front and back seats. It seemed clear Matthew hadn't intended to leave the truck there, and detectives sensed something wasn't right. Immediately, investigators canvassed the area and found surveillance cameras nearby, one of which captured Matthew's truck arriving at
You know what? When I see like these kind of like aerial photos of America and stuff, I still can't just, again, through my head, because obviously here in the UK, you know, we haven't really got flat land anywhere. Just seeing how flat America is absolutely incredible. Just seeing, like, you see, like, obviously, like, the towns, all these houses, and all this kind of stuff. To me, it's incredible. Like, say, if you look at the UK, it's just, like, hills, roads, and all this kind of stuff going up and down.
Leone and Justin's address on January 26th, just 3 days before Matthew was reported missing. With these new alarming discoveries, Detective Turney knew the next logical step was to urgently speak with Matthew's friends, Justin Mata and Leone Calzada, hoping they could shed some light on the situation. However,
these are the people who all miss it.
At the couple's residence, they would quickly realize Matthew wasn't the only one missing.
Bloody hell. So it's 30-odd days. They must have stunk.
Just you? You sure? Okay, if I come in? Hey, guys. Hey, my name's Robert.
Yeah.
He's gone. He gone?
He gone. Aww.
Okay.
This is Leone Calzada, the girlfriend of Matthew's close friend, Justin Mata, and someone detectives suspected might know exactly what happened to Matthew.
This is very, very important. We're looking for Matthew Miller. He's been missing for over 2 weeks. When was the last time he was here?
Maybe a year ago?
A year ago?
When I first got this place, yeah. When I first got it, last January.
So,
he hasn't been here since then. Okay. What if I got video of his vehicle?
Maybe Justin having him, right? When he had him.
yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you saw him here?
When he was in the place. Once you bring over, I first got this place.
A year ago? You think Justin would have?
He would have, yeah, probably.
When you weren't here?
I wasn't here or intention, yeah. Because they said all that.
Oh, tornado chasers, man. They got some balls on them.
17.
Absolutely nuts.
And then I went to talk to the guy in Kingman. He's like, yeah, they left each other during the night and they're in Arizona.
Do you have any kind of way to contact Justin? You have a phone number?
No, he just left him to go.
Well, what's his phone number? Email, Facebook?
He took my phone. My phone, it's not working. Took my phone, yeah. Took a wife.
When's the last time you had any kind of communication with Justin?
He said, go by Coke. So I'm going to go by Coke.
What I would like to do, all right, is look around your house for any kind of evidence of Matthew Miller or any kind of foul play. I'm not looking for anything other than that.
According to Leonie, her boyfriend, Justin, had also mysteriously vanished, and she hadn't seen him since January 17th, nearly 2 weeks before Matthew was even reported missing. But investigators knew something wasn't adding up when Leonie insisted she hadn't seen Matthew in nearly a year. Surveillance footage clearly showed Matthew's truck outside
especially if
her
they're
residence
together doing
just
all the
days before he disappeared.
all the
With their
stuff.
suspicion mounting, detectives decided to search Leonie's home, hoping to uncover whether she might be hiding something or someone.
Did you notice anything strange that happened around here? Did you notice anything different around here? Like there was any kind of blood, needles? What about needles or fentanyl pills or anything like that?
That's what he's using. I'm not sure though. Not pretty sure, but that's what the lights.
Yeah. What's the gas? It was already. Okay, I can only find one person dead in a trunk per year. That's my max.
Despite their best efforts, investigators found no signs of foul play or violence. Still, Detective Turney couldn't shake the feeling that something was overlooked, so he returned to speak briefly with Leonie, unaware she'd drop a crucial clue.
Before, right?
Who? The 17th. Just in Mecca with
Arizona.
Yeah, with Jen Cannon.
As of the 17th
of January. He left us and his wife.
Leonie revealed that Justin had recently taken off with another woman named Jennifer, supposedly heading to Arizona to re-up on drugs and make some money. With this new detail,
the girlfriend,
Detective Turney
she seems...
now found himself investigating the disappearance.
Because she's like, oh, I haven't seen him. But thing is, though, if they were together or whatever, obviously they are going to be bringing it forward for. He normally does drugs, so I'm not going to call her, speak to the cops. And she's like, even if he's gone, it's like, I'm not going to say anything. Oh, he's taking my phone. I haven't seen him. Yeah, maybe he has him here. But it's like, well, if you haven't seen him for a year, you're saying in that 1 year he hasn't popped by and you haven't seen him outside or anything? Especially with them having the CCTV, the security footage of his truck there.
Appearances of 3 different people: Matthew Miller, Justin Mata, and now potentially Jennifer. Not yet aware just how closely connected these cases really were. So to move forward, Turney quickly looked into Jennifer and discovered she had recently been reported missing by her ex-husband, Sean Lannon. That name sounded familiar to Detective Turney, because just days earlier, officers had responded to a disturbing call at 817 Kingman Avenue, the same property where the remains of a tortured puppy had been uncovered, and the tenants evicted from that very house.
We are not frogs being
and
pinned.
Jennifer Lannon. Finally, investigators were starting to connect the dots. 3 people, all closely linked through drugs and personal relationships, had vanished within days of each other. Detective Turney realized it was time to canvass the neighborhood surrounding Sean and Jennifer's former home.
These coppers,
hoping
man,
a neighbor might
doing
have
this
seen
sort
something
of thing
suspicious
is...
or could offer the lead they desperately needed.
When you find stuff,
that's when they found a
it must
neighbor
be
whose security camera was pointed directly
fulfilling
at Sean and Jennifer.
For these officers, when they do a case and they've got the person and everything else, it must be such like, we did it, we got them, we found them, and we got this person off the streets or whatever. And then you see videos of cops being dickheads as well, and literally takes away all the good stuff they've done. You know, there's so many things of those happening out there. It's crazy.
Old residence, and what the investigators saw on the footage
There
would
we go.
finally bring some much-needed clarity to their case. Without this neighbor's camera, detectives might have hit another frustrating dead end, and it shows just how important reliable security can be, because when something happens, every second matters. That's why I partnered with Simply Safe Home Security
Exactly.
to provide you with a
right.
trusted way to secure.
I don't want to see their ad. Not being funny.
Speaker arm. There are no guarantee for first month. There's no. On January 26th, Matthew is seen entering Sean's home, but investigators never see him leave. Hours later, Sean is spotted on camera driving away in Matthew's truck, and when he returns, he's alone,
walking
on foot, and Matthew is nowhere to be seen. 2 days later, on January 28th, the same camera recorded someone loading household items into a red Dodge Dakota parked outside the residence and driving away. This CCTV footage marked a critical turning point for investigators. For the first time, detectives had visual proof of Matthew.
Let's say this day and age, with social media and the things that get shared and everything else, it's always the smaller minority that seems to be screaming the loudest. You know, it could be 1-2% of the thing, and they're the ones, for some unknown reason, they're the stuff that gets amplified. Which sucks, but again, no, this is how social media works. Everyone cares about the bad stuff because, oh, I want to see that or whatever, and all the good stuff very rarely gets seen, which I absolutely hate. Like I say, with this Iron Mouse thing, I think that is so good. Absolutely amazing. Like I say, Sports Illustrated, worldwide, and everything else. That is good news that everyone deserves to see because it's so heartwarming. Because she's raised that for a charity, which is incredible. Anything for charity, in my eyes. Well, for the the legit ones and everything else. Like, all right, we're going to do this for this one. I've got all the time in the world for those people. I will do anything for them. It's absolutely amazing. This is one of the things why I love Stevie, Les, and Soups and everyone else. Because, we've done all the charity stuff and doing the charity stuff is more rewarding in my eyes than what we were doing than everything else we've done. It was just absolutely amazing.
Sean's residence. With this significant new lead, the next step was clear. Detective Turney needed to speak directly to Sean. Only his account could clarify what happened that day and potentially reveal crucial details about the missing trio. The next morning, Detective Turney reached out to Sean and agreed to sit down for a formal interview. Whatever Sean said next had the potential to shift the direction of this case completely.
So, first things first, let's get her into this missing. Okay? Have you ever seen Matthew Miller? You know who I'm talking about? Was he over at your house?
Yeah, it's been for weeks. And I've been up here, it's definitely been about weeks.
Before the 3rd, was his truck ever parked at your house? For more than like a day, overnight?
I'm not sure.
Have you ever driven
If this is the guy who's done them all in...
When was the last time you drove his truck?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago?
Oh, Solaris 100%.
But again, when did you find out that they split? They took off to Arizona, ran away together, whatever.
It was 7 weeks ago. Came back all week. Come back.
Did you have anything to do with Jennifer's disappearance, Matthew's disappearance?
I don't think they know.
Do you think something bad happened to Matthew and Jennifer?
I know Jennifer drug of choice used to be there when she came back with more bills than I could imagine. She loved those.
Man, I just got a really, really bad feeling about all this.
Oh, yes.
You don't?
I do.
You don't seem...
I've been living in this circle for a minute.
Yeah, like I say, a lot of people who do the charity work, man, when they're able to do it is...
During the interview, Detective Turney notices something strange. Sean remains unnervingly calm, especially considering his ex-wife and the mother of his 3 young children has just vanished. Turney begins to question whether Sean is simply a bystander caught up in a tragic situation or if he knows more than he's letting on.
Of course he knows more than he's
The
letting
next
on.
day, Detective Turney would get his answer, as police received an unexpected call from a man named Josh Hall. Josh was an acquaintance of Matthew Miller and claimed he'd recently witnessed something that deeply concerned him, directly related to the strange
17
disappearances.
grand, wow.
Investigators quickly arranged for a meeting with Josh, hoping his account would finally provide the breakthrough they were looking for.
Hey man, what's going on with Matthew, man? That's my chick's cousin. Check this out, man. Check this out.
That's all me.
Check this out, man. Yesterday, alright, was at Kelly's. Right, Sean told me to go talk to you. And I guess he had to go talk to you or something. Talk to cops. He goes in Kelly's in the garage, stashes a bag in the ceiling. Gun.
What?
Jacked his wife's IDs, some clothes, some other shit. Everything. Just stashes it there. Since he had to go talk to the cops. I was there.
What the hell?
Yeah. Sean killed all three of them motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, he murked all three of them people, man. He's putting it off on Martha that he ran off and everything. Why in the I don't know, man. Kelly's like my sister. I know all it, you know. I killed all three. I know he did, man. I know he did. He did, man. I'm telling you. Come on, they find the truck right by his house.
Oh, that's
you know
a bit...
And he was throwing a trip over his, you know what I mean? Like,
come on.
Martha was his chick. Martha was...
If this fucking turns out to be true, what the hell?
He's a smart man. He's kid. Come on, look how long they've been missing for. He just barely reported his wife missing. His wife's been missing since like the 23rd. Since last month, you know what I mean? She's been missing the same time Matt's been missing. And after he left and everything, went to go talk to you. Kelly went in there.
He only went and fucking reported her after a couple of weeks. Holy shit!
Some clothes and what did she do with it? She wigged out. I had her with me the whole time. She was stripping. Oh. And then Danny Limos took off with it. He was there too.
How many people are involved in this?
What vehicle was
Danny walking?
Walking?
Yeah, he was walking. I'm telling you, man. Like he tripped me out yesterday. That's how I tied everything together yesterday when he did that. You know what I mean? Like I know he lost them three, man.
Nah.
Josh claims that Sean arrived at the residence of a woman named Kelly DeSoto, carrying a bag he carefully hid in the ceiling of her home before leaving to speak with detectives at the police station. After Sean left, Kelly discovered the hidden bag, removed a gun from inside, and handed it off to a man
you
named
too,
Danny
Raquel. I hope the
Lemos,
doctors goes well for you.
known as Dog, who quickly took the weapon and left on foot. When Sean returned and realized the bag was missing, he became visibly agitated, smashing his phone on the ground before storming out. These troubling claims raised immediate suspicion around everyone involved, including two new persons of interest, Kelly DeSoto and Daniel Lemos, both closely associated with Sean and Jennifer based on Josh's statement. Danny Lemos was nowhere to be found at the time, so Detective Turney knew he urgently needed to verify Josh's account by speaking directly with Kelly, and more importantly, find out if she was hiding anything that could help connect the dots in this increasingly tangled case.
That guy though, man, you gotta do it. I love people like that. It's absolutely amazing.
When investigators first arrived at Kelly's house, she agreed to meet them at the station for an interview, but refused their offer of a ride, saying her boss would bring her in about 30 minutes. However, when the time came,
that's a bit
Kelly
weird.
never showed up at the police station.
Not going to, is she?
It was a major red flag, and it made investigators even more suspicious of her. 2 hours later, Detective Turney returned to her house, suspecting that Kelly might be stalling for time or trying to cover something up.
No way.
It's Robert, Ben, the detectives.
Hi. Ready? She hasn't gotten here yet. So I talked to my lawyer, and he told me that I didn't have to go with you guys.
You don't have to.
Nah, a little bit weird there. It's too weird.
The disappearance of Matthew Miller and Jennifer. Sean.
Sean is not missing.
I know he's not.
This time, Kelly's behavior was noticeably different. She appeared distraught, reluctant to cooperate, and quick to mention her lawyer. Detective Turney felt certain that she was withholding crucial information and decided to press harder.
Was Sean here yesterday?
He came out yesterday.
How many times?
Bloody hell.
He came inside. He told me that he had to go down and report Jennifer missing.
Did he have the bag on him?
Sean hide anything in the house that was later taken?
No.
Did he destroy his phone?
Yeah, right here. I forgot. He destroyed his phone.
Did he bring a bag inside
Sometimes it's...
that had a gun?
No.
Or any of Jennifer's identification cards? And did he look in it?
No, I didn't see it.
Did anyone almost take the gun later?
No, yeah, so because you should be able to, obviously, because you are on both.
Honestly, don't. He doesn't seem like that type of person.
I think you're lying to me about the bag and the gun and Jennifer's ID.
I'm not. I don't know anything about. Like, he asked me, he said, where's
You didn't bring
my...
anything in?
Yeah, no. I didn't see him bring anything in.
So you're forgetting what I already spoke with.
I know.
Sean has some stuff in your shed.
Yeah, he doesn't move it. I don't know. I didn't question it.
Nothing yesterday?
No. I don't think so.
Have you went through it?
No.
After some more pressure, Kelly admitted she had several suspicious bags in her shed, supposedly belonging to Sean. Curious about the contents of the bags, detectives quickly followed Kelly to take a closer look.
Wonder what was in them.
Yeah. I think that box there is not his, I don't think. I'm sure it's not. And that can is not his.
This one? What about this one?
That's his. That's his. Oh, did you let him off your house?
On Jackson? Really? She let us search that thing from head to toe. And outside too.
Despite their best efforts, detectives found no clear signs of blood or evidence linking back to the missing people. It was a frustrating dead end, and the chances of finding them seemed increasingly slim. At this stage, investigators had narrowed down their focus to several individuals close to the missing trio, each with conflicting stories and questionable behavior that kept detectives on edge. But without hard evidence, options were increasingly running out. Desperate for a breakthrough, Detective Turney secured a search warrant for Sean and Jennifer's former home at 817 Kingman Avenue. Unsure exactly what or who they might encounter, officers cautiously approached the property prepared for any potential threat.
I wonder what they're gonna find in here, though. Living on ceilings. I got a single hair growing up my forehead and it's annoying me.
Yet again, investigators were too late. The house had already undergone extensive renovations, carpets removed, drywall stripped, any potential evidence completely erased. Unbeknownst to investigators at the time, the critical evidence they desperately needed was sitting in an abandoned truck, miles away, just waiting to be discovered.
Jeez.
For now, though, every possible lead was exhausted, and Detective Turney knew it was time for a more direct approach. So he called Sean once more, determined to extract something, anything, that could finally lead investigators to the missing trio.
Hello?
Hey, is this Sean?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Sean, this is Detective Turney. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing today?
Good, man. I've been trying to get a hold of your other number, and it's not working. So.
No, I apologize. Sorry.
So you know anything new?
No, I haven't heard anything. Nope.
Okay. Are you still around town?
No, I'm in Albuquerque.
No, we've made some progress here and there. I've got a bunch of pictures of different vehicles. I'd like you to take a look at
from
see
your,
if you could help me identify them.
Coming from your place, bud.
I wanted to come in and stuff I got to return to the school.
I wanted to come in. Yeah, all right, bud.
All right, just make sure the kids are taken care of, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks.
Sean sounded cooperative and willing to help, promising Detective Turney he would come in for questioning. Yet,
I don't think
Sean
he'll turn
never
up.
showed up.
Yeah, there we go.
Turney even offered to personally pick Sean up and bring him to the station. But once again, Sean failed to appear. At this point, Turney felt certain Sean was deliberately
Oh, you
stalling
bastard.
and knew they couldn't afford to waste any more time. He's done playing cat and mouse.
Yeah, go and get him now, I would. So literally now,
The
it's
CCTV
been, what,
footage
just
and
over a
witness
month?
statements pointing directly at Sean and Danny as crucial figures, Detective Turney knew he needed to bring them in for questioning. So investigators dug deeper into both men's backgrounds, and that's when they hit the jackpot. Sean had an outstanding warrant for missing a court appearance related to a 2020
No
assault
way.
and battery charge. It was the break they needed. On February
They can arrest
25th,
him.
officers located Sean in Albuquerque and arrested him without incident, transporting him directly to the Grants Police Department for questioning. Detective Turney's goals for the interview were simple: determine exactly what Sean knew about the missing trio and find out where Danny Lemos had vanished after taking the alleged gun.
Let's go back to Matthew's truck. Okay,
So with that there, so he's got an outstanding warrant, which they arrested him for. And seeing how the warrant, obviously was from, for DV. It was that on his ex-wife? Is that why she left? What are we thinking on that, folks? What are we thinking? Are we thinking that that's what it's for? The DV file was him against his ex-wife, the one who's now gone missing? The one who's probably in the back of that truck?
it starts to back in there, and you're the last one who drove it, right? So let's go backward from when you parked it. Where did you go with it that day? Do you remember specifically?
The only places I ever traveled was one time to McDonald's. I thought that was the last day we ever used it. And I got Smith's, we got water, food, Walmart, that's it.
Is it me as well, or does that guy actually look like how you would see some serial killers and these type of villains look in some movies?
Is there a tracker on the truck? My phone was always on, like, I pulled the line on it. I'm not going in the mountains. I have children. I don't have any bodies. Like, I was a medic in the Army. Like, I have 3 kids.
I don't think
No,
you're
he does look a
capable
bit
of doing
older, I will
something
say
like
that.
this. I think you're very capable of defending yourself, though. An accident happens.
If it was nice, I would be like,
One foot in the grave, a younger version, yeah.
But literally, no. Biggest fear in my house, why the pistol stayed in the house, was pet of like dog. Like, that guy scares me. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
So,
who told you to park it there? Justin?
Justin was there at the house, talking with, like, they're all chewing on the soup.
Who's all there?
Jennifer, Justin, and Matthew. And he gets a boatload of pills from him. And they're like, we're going to go score. I mean, they didn't know money, nothing.
So you take the truck and the kids.
No, they leave the truck. And literally, I'm like, well, I need to go. Like, can I get some fucking groceries or some shit?
Okay.
And literally, I'm like, what are we doing with the truck? He's like, leave it. I'm like, leave the shit here. Like, no. I was like, I can park in front. No, I need to go to the dumpsters. I need to go to McDonald's, water,
And so they told you in the house when
Something
you're done with
fishy's going on with this dude, isn't it?
Apartments.
Matthew wanted to park it down the street. He says, no, my buddy's over there near the apartments. Just leave it there.
As the interview continued, Sean seemed to have an answer for everything, including the CCTV footage, claiming he only moved the truck at Matthew and Justin's request. He also appeared to casually downplay the entire incident, insisting the trio's disappearances were simply part of a drug-related business venture, nothing criminal. But Detective Turney
don't
wasn't
believe that
buying
there.
it. He knew Sean's explanation didn't match witness statements, and his earlier actions were too suspicious to ignore. But without solid proof, Turney couldn't directly refute Sean's story. So, to move forward, Detective Turney changed tactics. He decided to deliberately introduce Danny Lemos into the conversation, offering Sean an easy scapegoat. If Sean took the bait, Turney might finally uncover what Sean was hiding, or at least gain insight into what really happened to the missing trio.
Did Danny kill him?
I have no idea. I literally spent most of my time with the kids. If I had to guess who would kill him, it would be the guy saying, if I gotta dispose of bodies, I'm gonna put him in my pig. And he showed me the pig one day because I was helping him at his house.
This is Sean.
I don't have any answers for Matthew. I don't know much about it. Talk to dog. If someone's gonna move a body and put it somewhere, my guess, the creepy dude that talks about pigs eat everything with eyeballs. I'm like, would know that. Like, this dude's, I'm scared of dog. Would you?
So just by going by how he's talking now and all this kind of stuff, it actually sounds like he's trying to make these other people sound or look so bad that he takes the microscope off him. That's how it looks. In saying he's trying to make himself out to be a great father. Oh, but my kids, doing this. I don't want you here. I have to do this. I have to do that. Cassandra, you know what? That could be one thing. Yeah, he's definitely shifting all the blame. And to say the way that everything seems so thought out. That's the thing as well. You know, he's got an answer for every single question. And to be honest with you, he is giving me the creeps a little bit, because he's the type of guy, if you watch a horror movie with a serial killer or whatever, he's the type of guy who he lures you to the house, you know? And Cassandra, you said it there about, he could have lured them with the drugs. For all we know, he possibly could have. It's just the way that he was like, oh yeah, they did this, they did that. He wanted to sit it down here. He wanted to move the truck down the end of the road. And I said no. It's like, okay, he's the type of guy who would lure you into his basement and then strangle you, you know? A bit like Stan Skarsgård in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
My kids are scared of dog. I'm scared of dog. I don't know what the fuck I'm afraid of it. I'm ashamed of it. But we hid in the house. We didn't go anywhere. I definitely didn't leave my kids for 5 hours. Trying to find the look of the other one.
Just as planned, the moment Danny Lemos' name came up, Sean seized the opportunity and implicated
saying about
him,
the kids,
pointing
that's
to
literally
Danny's
it.
violent nature and even suggesting his ability to dispose of bodies using pigs. Beyond those accusations, however, Sean stuck to his story for the rest of the interview, denying any involvement in the disappearance. Without solid proof against him, detectives had no choice but to end their questioning. Still, Sean wasn't completely free. His outstanding warrant for failure to appear in court meant he'd spend the next 7 days in custody, and officers immediately transported him to the local jail. Investigators spent the following week interviewing acquaintances, re-examining evidence, and piecing together scattered leads. During their interview, one detail caught Detective Turney's attention: the mysterious red Ford truck that was spotted parked outside Sean's residence, later leaving with unknown contents loaded in the back.
That's what they're probably looking
Investigators had not
for.
yet located this truck, and Turney strongly suspected it might hold something crucial to their case. For now, though, 3 people remained missing, and police narrowed their focus to 2 prime suspects: Sean Lannon, who was recorded on surveillance driving Matthew's truck and potentially connected to the missing red truck, and Danny Lemos, who allegedly received a handgun connected to Sean before disappearing himself. With each passing day, Turney grew more convinced that the missing trio had been murdered, and that their 2 prime suspects likely held the answers. But the window to find something conclusive was quickly closing, because on March 3rd, Sean completed his short jail sentence and was released back onto the streets, significantly raising the stakes. Now facing the possibility of losing another prime suspect, Detective Turney knew he had to act fast. All he needed was just one single lead, some hint of where the bodies might be hidden.
You want some popsicles? Like say now, Bowes, all I'm thinking of this guy is Herbert the Pervert in Family Guy.
On March 5th,
here they go.
Officers
They found the
received
truck.
a call from the security at Albuquerque's Sunport Airport about an abandoned red Ford Ranger, eerily similar to the one from surveillance footage gathered during the investigation. What officers found inside would confirm the gruesome truth they'd been searching for.
They're in boxes. No way did he do that to him.
Kind of smells.
So that
Kind of smells, but
So there we go.
not to like decompose it or anything. You know what I mean?
Wait till we get in there. Oh.
get you guys out here, huh?
Yeah.
We called it in 1:30, but they said they didn't want to send anybody out here.
There's a pretty foul smell coming from the vehicle.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I can't really tell what it was. It didn't really sound like. I couldn't really think it smelled like decomp body or something like that, but I don't know. Yeah, I can smell something, but I can't really tell what it was. It also smelled like dirty, like heel almost. But
You're gonna look in that and just be like taken aback so much. I go, whoa.
In the back of the truck were several sealed storage bins, emitting an unmistakable smell of decay. And inside were the dismembered bodies of Jennifer Lannon, Matthew Miller, and Justin Mata. Jennifer had been shot at close range in the head. Justin had also suffered a gunshot wound to the head, along with severe blunt force injuries. And Matthew's body showed clear signs of massive head trauma, evidence he'd also been beaten to death. But the horrors didn't end there. Hidden beneath a tarp in the passenger seat was yet another body. Randall Apostolon, the truck's owner. His body showed signs of severe blunt force trauma, and a bloodied hammer found nearby was clearly the weapon used to kill him. Investigators found more disturbing evidence inside the truck. Multiple serrated knives stained with dried blood, a handsaw, and several pairs of industrial gloves, all clearly pointing to a calculated, cold-blooded murder. It was still unclear to investigators why Randall had been murdered or how his death was connected to the other three, but they wouldn't have to wait long to find out.
All right, before we even move on with that there, like say, with this, just seeing the amount of effort, even with a saw, an electric saw as well, to, you know, do that to a body, you know, to get him up, again, it does take a little bit of time. Again, I'm only going on by doing butchery on cows and sheep. But that is tough, you know? Ooh. Oops, excuse me. I wonder if that other guy, the one he kept calling Dog, I wonder if he helped him. Or the woman.
Detectives urgently turned to the Albuquerque airport's surveillance cameras,
let's
knowing
get the
truck hadn't
CCTV.
driven itself there. And it didn't take long before they spotted exactly who they were looking for. On March 3rd, 2021, just 2 days before the gruesome discovery, the airport's cameras captured Sean Lannon driving the truck into the airport parking lot, exiting the vehicle, and leaving behind the bodies of his four victims. Finally, detectives found their killer. It was time to track Sean down and bring him in. On the same day the bodies were discovered, police urgently scrambled to track down Sean Lannon, but it was already too late. Sean had slipped out of Albuquerque and vanished. Immediately, the U.S. Marshals issued a nationwide alert believing Sean posed an active threat and was possibly on a violent crime spree. Authorities across multiple states joined the manhunt to track him down before anyone else was harmed. Then, on March 9th, Detective Turney received a disturbing call. U.S. Marshals informed him that Sean Lannon was now wanted in connection to another murder. This one committed just a day earlier in New Jersey. Authorities had linked Sean to the murder of Michael Debkowski through witness statements and surveillance footage that placed him directly at the scene. A quick background check also revealed the victim wasn't a random target. Debkowski was someone Sean had personally known for many years. It was an alarming detail that made it clear Sean's violent spree was far from over. Now, with 5 bodies discovered and a serial killer on the loose, police knew anyone in Sean Lannon's circle could be next, and they had to act fast. Federal authorities urgently tracked Sean's movements, closely monitoring surveillance footage and cell phone data, and finally, on the morning of March 10th, U.S. Marshals pinpointed Sean's location in St. Louis, Missouri, and they quickly moved in and captured him without incident. Sean Lannon was immediately extradited back to New Jersey, finally putting an end
we're not playing
to his
games
killing
today,
spree. By now, The evidence against
wonder how
Sean
many
Lannon
people
was
he's actually
overwhelming.
done.
Investigators had more than enough to charge him, but there were still critical questions that only Sean could answer. They still needed to understand exactly why he committed these horrific murders and determine whether he acted alone or if others helped him carry out and conceal evidence. When Detective Turney sat down face to face with Sean, he expected more lies and deception, but surprisingly, Sean didn't resist or deny anything.
Bloody hell.
Instead, he resigned to his fate, openly admitting he was tired of running and knew his capture was inevitable. In his own words, he simply wanted it to be over. So, with nothing left to hide, Sean would give detectives exactly what they hoped for.
I wonder
A
if there's more than
chilling,
those 5,
detailed
though.
account of the murders and the twisted reasons behind each one.
Jen was already out with her. Wasn't enough to take her life. So she wanted me to make sure she went too, for sure. Because I realized she was breathing. She wasn't gonna OD. I went in the other room, psyched myself up, repeating that kind of emotionally charged statement of, you killed the Garrison baby. So I had nothing, whatever to do it. I put the pistol on her head, and I pulled the trigger. Threw it on. A couple seconds later, I was positioned on the bed too. I put that pistol in my mouth. I handle up. Just slipped past with teeth. My son cried out.
Jesus Christ.
What do I do now? Pull the trigger, kids gonna see both of our hands went off. I rolled off the rounds out of the gun, put it in the dresser.
Dude.
Closed the bedroom door, got the kids normal. Set them up to be in the other room. We didn't have a vehicle. John's boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of plea deals.
So I pretty much slid her into a storage bed, a long one. The sheets that were around her, the bedding was in the bag, in the box too. A day later, I tried to dismember her to put her in containers.
Jesus Christ.
It's awful and traumatic. Just thinking about it. It still haunts me. I knew I was living on borrowed time at that point, so I needed to get my kids somewhere safe to cope. So I continued with packing everything up, all the while still mating just enough that he's responsible for the drugging and doing that to my kids. It took like a week. I came to the house. So I was in the laundry room, connected to the garage. That's where I killed him. Just before I killed him, he offered up a trade. His phone had pictures of Shawn Michael standing there naked in my living room. I don't know what his name was, William or Matthew. Miller, whatever that his name is.
Jeez.
On my son's shoulders. I was like, who sent you this picture?
No.
I took the picture. I was like, well, you took that picture.
No, mate. I really don't know what to say. He's bringing his kids into it. If that did happen, yeah, that's how I look at it. But again, it's Jesus Christ. Solaris, yeah. The folk. How old are the kids as well?
I said there is. He was right over the vent where Jim was hiding her. He wanted to know if he could do a shot before it took his life. So I said, well, if you find any in the vent. So he was looking down in the vent. You can see it coming. And I shot him in the back of the head. It wasn't something I was proud of. He's a pretty tall dude. I had the dismembering at some point a day or two later. It disgusted me.
I really hope he's just not saying all this shit just for the sake of
There's so
it.
much blood. That's why I had to pull the floor up in that room. I still had a room that was the flooring that was pulled up in the kid's bedroom. A piece of landlord never fixed the water leak. And the carpet got molded. It was unsafe. The carpet was outside the house, and so was the padding if they fell through some other reason. It was still there when it left. It took 2 hours before I had enough the ability to even come near Justin.
Where were the kids when all this was going on?
Shortly after, like how long between the time that you Jennifer?
Yeah, Brant. That's what I love about that. Justice system in the UK is shit anyway, though.
I was baiting this if I was Jennifer on the phone.
Yeah. So you thought you was to meet Jennifer?
Yeah. I also had pictures of Daniel Lemos and my son. I never got my hands on Daniel Lemos. I fully intended. So I was heading back to New Mexico for work. Like yesterday.
Now, this is the thing. She is literally saying that the reason he killed his ex-wife is because she was drugged up or whatever. But now, he is saying that he's killed all these other people because they were doing things to his kid. Do you believe that? That's the thing now. If you're the copper, do you believe that everything this guy is telling you, because, right, this has happened because they did things to my son. And it makes you think, literally now, like, what the fuck do you do? Literally. Like, I'm thinking now, if he's done all of this because they messed with his kid, okay, I'm with you. You do not do that to kids. But if he's just saying this to think, oh, if I say all this, it gives me a reason. This is it, Angel. This is it. It's too hard to think what's going on. And, excuse me. Yeah, say, Brad, yeah, we literally need to speak with the son and see what's going on. Because otherwise, this could just be another serial killer just saying all this to justify himself.
Yeah, we're 10 years.
If I did, it'd be in the box. So then I had the 3 of them. Probably that kid comes over, William or Matthew, or whatever his name is, comes over with Felicity, his girlfriend. She looked like she was like 12 years old.
Yeah, supposedly, Cass. Yeah.
She put her name on it, too.
There's just so much stuff going on.
Like
it's just, to get your mind round it, it's like, what?
I give you a food card. I like just take like $40. It's like all I need is later in the week, give me a ride to get some water. And I'm less sugar than I want. So one of those times he came back, he didn't have Felicity. And that's when I shot him in the back of the head. I had one of his vehicles in Albuquerque. At some point he brought me the boxes that put him in the back. I couldn't open them up, I couldn't pull it. It's not Monday to get the vehicle, so he was gonna take the truck back, so I found somewhere else for the boxes of A's storage containers. I was gonna hold them for $150. He wanted another $300 once we got to his place. Randy wanted another $300 to hold the boxes. So I didn't have $300. So he's like, well, I'm gonna drop you back off. So we left, came back to the Pearl. The box was still in the back. Pulled in right there. We got in a fight. I killed him in the front seat. He was in the driver's seat.
Throughout his confession, Sean remained eerily composed, showing almost no emotions.
This is it now.
Even more chilling is the fact that just hours after dismembering the bodies and brutally killing Randall, Sean was picked up by police on an unrelated warrant and sat across from Detective Turney, coldly denying any involvement, while a truck full of bodies was parked just a few blocks away.
This is what I was on about.
So Tuesday I took the
do you believe or not?
I didn't know what to do with it. I don't know anybody. What do you do with the body? So I was trying to, I knew at some point it was going to get caught. I just want my kids back home. I took them to the airport the day before. And I positioned them just everything was the same. Secured the vehicle. That's not obvious. And then took I believe it was an Uber. Took it home, right to the Pearl. The next day we flew out. I'm waiting on time. Again, at some point they'd find the bodies at the airport in the box. And last thing on my list was the man that was me as a child, my big brother. Big brothers, big sisters, or whatever. They got pictures too.
So, just for that part, right by there, it's what he said. Like, children who go through this, they remember everything. It's the way that he says about this dude.
Last thing on my list was the man that was me as a child, my big brother. Big brother.
Big brothers, big sisters, whatever. Well, it's like, you would know. You would know. You would keep that in you. You would know every single specific detail about that. It's just that sentence by there. Big brothers, big sisters, whatever. Well, do you have big sisters? Do you have brothers? What? You know, you would know. And it's just the way that, again, like they said, they brought him in after he did it. 24 hours after he did it all. And he was, yeah, I don't know him. Yeah, I haven't seen him. This happened. Completely just said he wasn't involved. He had no everything, what was going on. Denied everything. And now, because they got him, he's doing this. But it's like we were saying earlier. Every single thing is going on. And he kept bringing in the kids. Oh, product placement, yeah, Dr. Pepper, innit, yeah. But everything this guy is saying is, it's almost like just to cover his tracks, trying to give himself a reason why he did it. It's...
His big sisters, whatever. They got pictures too. Wanted the pictures back. He didn't want to give me the pictures, so I started beating. Then he gave me the pictures. It took his life. So, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of it. I did finally tell him I'll make it back to finish Daniel Amos.
The last victim in Sean's killing spree was his former mentor, Michael Debkowski, a man Sean accused of abusing him during childhood and believed still had photographs of that abuse. When Debkowski refused to hand over those photographs, Sean killed him without hesitation. Do you have the photos? That's probably with the cops. Thought they heard everything from Sean. He would make one final, shocking statement. There were even more bodies waiting to be found.
And so the other 11, you said started about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago? And you disarmed them from guns, and you said knives?
Knives, whatever. At some point, I had like almost like a pickaxe, but it was more of a pick.
Angelus, yeah.
Was like if you had to think back, like how many out of the 11 were shot and how many were stabbed? Like if you can elaborate on any of that.
2 were shot. 2.
So there's 11 more bodies on top. 16 people he killed.
So 9.
According to Sean, he'd killed at least 11 additional people, mostly
Christ.
drug dealers tied to Jennifer, and hidden their bodies in remote areas of Malpais National Park. Detectives approached these claims cautiously, knowing Sean was a skilled manipulator who mixed truths with calculated lies. Perhaps this was his last attempt to influence the outcome of his trial later on. But despite extensive searches, no additional bodies...
So... if he went to that guy in New Jersey and he said he gave me the pictures back, I would be showing the police all of that. Like, right, here we go, these are what they are. And this is what's happened. That's me all those years ago. This guy took the photos. Again, what they just said as well, he's doing all of this. And obviously, if it was a jury, which I'm assuming it was, going through all of this, they would have been like, right, okay, you know, the photos... you know, that's his mental outcome. He's trying to justify it in himself or what he done. And Angelus, yeah, it is. Why is it the guilty always seem to confess like they're trying to convince themselves of the truth when it's the detective in front of them? Yeah, that's it. But he said he had 11 more bodies and they didn't find any of them.
were ever discovered, and Sean's claims remained unverified. Detectives also investigated one of the key persons of interest directly implicated by Sean himself, Danny Lemos. He was located in Albuquerque and arrested by U.S. Marshals on March 25, 2021. Danny agreed to speak with Detective Turney, firmly denying any involvement and expressing shock that Sean was even capable of these horrific crimes. He admitted taking the handgun Sean had hidden at Kelly's house, but claimed he had no idea it was tied to a murder and had quickly sold it afterwards. After exhaustive interviews and reviewing all available evidence, detectives eventually cleared Danny, along with all other potential suspects, ultimately concluding Sean acted entirely alone. In October 2022, Sean pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder of Michael Debkowski in New Jersey. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison, and in May 2024, he pleaded guilty to killing Jennifer Lannon, Justin Mata, Matthew Miller, and Randall Apostolone, receiving 4 consecutive 15-year sentences. As part of his plea agreement, Sean will serve his sentence in New Jersey first, then return to New Mexico to serve an additional 60 years behind bars.
Holy fuck. That has been one of the most insane ones we have seen on this channel. I will say that. That was absolutely crazy about his ex. Yeah, that's what it seems to be all down to. Because she was a junkie and she was hanging around with all the junkies. And it's the fact that he said that, you know, he's got all this evidence of that these people did this to me and they did this to my son. These are the photos that they took. Where are they? You know, it didn't say anything about, you know, in prison what happened. I'm actually really surprised though that he only got 15 years. Again, see, here in the UK, when they say, oh, life sentence or whatever, it's 15 or so years. I thought in the States, life sentence is a life sentence. Or is different states got different things. But anyway, yeah, that was just crazy. That guy is, like we've all been saying, literally, it's, exactly. Where's the list? Where's the photos? They need them. They need to see them. That's what it could have helped him. But I doubt all of that was there. You know? I don't think that any of that really happened. I think he's just trying to justify himself for what he did. Someone just dropped 23k. Holy hell. Jeez. We gotta have a look at this. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, no, that's her YouTube. Idiot. Duh. You silly sausage. That's mad though, someone's just dropped that for her. That is crazy. $23 grand. That's absolutely insane. That is amazing to see though, isn't it? You know? Say, Brant, can you put that in the chat, mate? The website for it, because I want to bring it up on here, because that is absolutely amazing. But yeah, that guy there was just a fucking loony. I don't think anything happened to him. I think he just snapped and that was it. He just went out of his way to do all of that. That was just ridiculous. Ugh. Okay, okay. This is so fucking cool. Cheers, boss. This is so cool, man. 1.18 goal was 10. Look at that. That is so great and just so much thing to see in it. 10,000. Well, 10. There we go. 10. Oh my god, that is so cool. Look at that. 23 grand. Someone has donated, man. Look at those for top donations. You know, you have got Valkyrie there, yeah. You got Gamer Subs, Lone Wolf, VTube Studio. It is when you see, like I say, there is still good people in the world. You know, there is still good people in this world, and I absolutely love it when you see things like this. And whoever this anonymous person is, round of applause. That is a W. That's a win there. So good, so nice. What's the other ones we got? What's been there for me whenever I needed a laugh or smile, so now I want to help her smile instead. See? So good. It's so nice to see this, you know? It makes you smile, doesn't it? You know? Oh, wow. She only what? You know what? When you've put a goal at just 10 grand, you know, God, we want to do this. We want to raise this much money. And then you go to bed and you wake up and it's over $1 million. It's so good, you know? Yeah, goal was low. Yeah, really low. It's heartwarming, you know? That is just so fucking nice. So nice to see. And literally, she has done so well. You know? And obviously, she was going on with that Kai dude, the other streamer. And what I loved about that is when she overtook him, he congratulated her. You know, he rang her, like, this is amazing, congratulated her. And, of course, you're going to get some people who are just being complete and utter dickheads. Like, you had some the other day with Ozzy. Oh, everyone's an Ozzy fan now. Why? He's rubbish and all this kind of shit. This is why I'll say, I do watch Kai, I can never remember his surname. I've watched like, clips on Twitter and YouTube and all that. And when I saw the one with Iron Mouse, because he rang her and congratulated her, that was, you know, that was there. She's a singer as well, is she? I'll have to look up for that then. She became, see, becoming that to, just to make friends is absolutely amazing. This is one thing that streaming has done for a lot of people. You know, if they can't get out much, if they can't go out with their friends or whatever, or if they're lonely, come and stream and you will build a community. You will. It's absolutely amazing to see. It's so good. I will have to see a video. I think I will. Yeah. She's opera trained. Holy shit. Yeah, we'll have to look into that. We'll have to have a little see what's going on. But this is amazing. 1.1 million. You know? That is so good. That is absolutely amazing. Let's say, guys, I'll leave that by here because we have to do the live updates on. But we're going to go into another video now where the murder suspect was a police officer. Absolutely crazy, some of these videos we got. But yeah, you know, when you see people and what they do and just being able to donate something like that is absolutely nuts, you know? And it does show that there's still good people in the world. There still is. You know? That's what I absolutely love. Oh, she got sick. Oh, I know she was ill, because that's why she became a VTuber, wasn't it? She got sick and lost her voice. Oh, that sucks. That does suck. There's one thing I want to try, actually, so with it, I'm going to put the music back on a minute. Put that a bit low. We don't want that. It sounds too much like a movie. Yeah, we'll have this one on a little bit. Yeah, something I want to try. So, I do have a mic here. Not this one. Not this one. My come on, you little bugger. My DJI mic it is. I want to try something. Oh. But yeah, you know, see, there is good people in this world still. They're still there. And I absolutely fucking love them. I really do. If we can see so many people... It's like we were saying, this is why I love Stevie and Les as well. Because, like I say, with Stevie, he's... one of Stevie's jobs, because he was saying about it, he does do a lot of charity work with his job. And I was like, you know what, mate? That is absolutely amazing. I love it. I really do. Nice, by that by there. That goes there. Right. Give me a moment. That is being done. Right, so... Oh, it's not on there now. Right, so if I turn this on... I'm going to mute this one. I'm going to mute the music as well for a moment, folks. So... Not that one. Hello. Hello. What does this sound like? Does this sound good? Or can you hear the fan too much? You could probably hear the fan too much. More than likely, I think. We'll go back to the other one. We'll go back to this. Yeah, no, see, because what I was thinking is, like, obviously I want to try and get... Not, well, yeah, like, you know, in real life sort of thing. Because obviously I'm going to Bloodstock in, like... Yeah, let's say it's a little bit tinsy. Because I got... I think it was coming from just the camera. Not for the DJI mic I got. But yeah, say, because obviously, because I'm going away in 10 days, I think it is. So I'll be going there, and I probably will be taking the camera. But Yeah, so, but yeah, that's what I was I don't think it was actually coming from the mic. I think because the camera's not recording, it won't pick up the microphone. That's what I think it is. I'll have to have a little look-see at that after. But yeah, so I just want to give it a bit of a test out, because when I go to Bloodstock, I want to try and be able to do a couple of, just like, you know, an hour or so, whatever. Just, and now I got this stuck on here. Fuck's sake, Dan, you're an idiot. Ah, well, we'll change that after. Yeah, so I want to try and get something done there, because, like I say, I absolutely love, like I say, I want to do a real life, you know, in real life stream. I think it'd be cool. Oh, cheers, Bows. Oh, Brants, yeah, like I say, I've seen Hatebreed now. I'm either on 9 or 10 times seeing them. Absolutely love Hatebreed. First time I ever saw, well, first time I ever heard him was the film Triple X with Vin Diesel. When he's doing the snowboarding out of the chopper down the avalanche. That's when I first heard him, and I was like, oh my god, who the hell are these? Loved it. Then, say, going from there, Download and Bloodstock, been going to them for years, and they've always been a Bloodstock. And saw him again the other week. They were supporting Slayer here in Cardiff, which was amazing. But yeah, it's like I say, I'm going to Bloodstock. We got amazing lineup for Bloodstock, actually. What we got to say this year, the 3 headliners to me, even though I've seen them, I haven't seen Gojira though. That's the only band I haven't seen. But everyone who was here, let's go on images, there we go. So, you know, like I say, we got Trivium, Machine Head, and Gojira as the main headliners. Cannot wait. Cheers, Cassandra. Yeah, you know, like I say, we're going to try and do it. I think the Bowser right. So, yeah, like I say, we got so many going there. We've got Ministry on Saturday before Machine Head as well. We got Lacuna Coil, say Hatebreed, Obituary. So many of them. I can't wait to get there. Like I say, it is going to be a little bit of a, like I say, a testing for myself, because recently, like I say, obviously because it's lovely weather as well here, I'd rather go out but still be able to stream. So I'm trying to, you know, juggle things, how to get things working and all that kind of stuff. But here we go. So Friday we are Trivium, cannot wait. We have Emperor, Lacuna Coil, Orange Goblin, not Range Goblin. We have Paleface Swish. There's some of these which are a bit like, oh, right, okay. We got Cage Fight, Spirit, you know, Warbringer. It's just Fear Factory, so many cool ones there. For me, though, it is just these headliners. I've already seen Trivium once this year. Haven't seen Machine Head yet this year. Never seen Gojira. I am looking forward to that, though. But obviously then we got the Sophie Lancaster stage. We got Static X, which is cool, but it's not really Static X anymore, is it? But there's just so many there. I just can't wait to see. I just can't wait just to get there and just have fun. And like we're saying, we're taking little Charlie with us. So that's going to be really fun. Like I say, last Saturday when we took him with us, it was a tester to see how he would do, because he is only 2 years of age. But he was so good at when we saw Funeral for a Friend on Saturday. He was amazing. Like I say, 9:30 he conked out. But again, no, he is only 2, and that's what went on there, which is absolutely amazing. But guys, we're going to get back into it. We are going to get into the cop who was a suspect. But yeah, it's going to be really fun. Like I say, if I don't, if I'm not able to live stream, I will be going out and I will be recording. I'll got like a vlog in it. So, because we're up there on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the Sunday. I'm not too sure if we're coming back Sunday night or the Monday. So, we normally come back on the Sunday night, but now we got Charlie, who's 2 years of age. My mates, they're like, We don't know because obviously we want him to sleep, but he was sleeping in the car, so we are trying to work things out. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait. All right, guys, the murder suspect
was a cop.
Dear Heavenly Father, be with this.
On April 22, 2024, Washington State law enforcement issued an Amber Alert for a 1-year-old child kidnapped by his father, 39-year-old Elias Huizar. The following day, Oregon State officers located him traveling on I-5 and began a pursuit. Elias was a former Yakima police officer and a middle school resource officer. He was also wanted for 2 murders. One was for the killing of his 31-year-old ex-wife while she was working at an elementary school. News reports indicate he should...
What is it with all these people doing their ex-wives?
Shot her 8 times in front of their 8-year-old son and other witnesses on school campus. The other person he is said to have killed was his 17-year-old alleged girlfriend, who was only discovered after a search warrant was issued at his home. News reports indicate he allegedly stabbed her to death. It gets worse. The 1-year-old child in his car is the result of him sleeping with his alleged 17-year-old girlfriend when she was a 15-year-old student. He met her while he was employed at the Yakima School District when she was just 11 years old. His connection as the baby's father was seemingly unknown to officials for all this time. That is, until another victim came forward.
Get rid of him, that's why I'm looking at him.
He was allegedly living with her in the same household.
Jesus
during that
Christ!
Time. He also allegedly sexually assaulted her 16-year-old friend while she was passed out at his house. Elias was caught after both the girls escaped by driving away in his truck. Reports share they were hysterically crying when they approached and told police what had happened. Police then forcefully entered Elias's home after a 3-hour standoff using a SWAT team. Elias was arrested and charged with sexual assault of both girls in February of 2024, but was let out on a $250,000 bail. The day he allegedly killed both his victims, he was scheduled to face those charges in court. Days before the killing, his ex-wife filed for custody arrangements
kid was
of
born
the 2
when
kids
she was
they
15.
shared, aged 5 and 8. According to news reports, police investigations suspected that he started dating his ex-wife when she was underage as well.
Bloody
he met her while he
hell.
volunteered as a coach for the high school wrestling team when he was 24. Elias was suspected of planning to run to Mexico with his infant child during this high-speed chase.
Copy that. 2312 to dispatch. We've got him going southbound at about milepost 221. I've got 23 King 35 with me. What do you want to do, 35? Let's go ahead and pull 33 this channel. Patch us to SPO.
Heavy southbound from 220.
2312. He's going to go ahead and take off from us. We're in this. Got a pursuit going southbound.
Yeah, it's worldwide, I'm telling you, man.
Over the course of the next few minutes, officers coordinate and add more units to the chase. Between sharing speed and location updates, one officer appears to commit a small prayer before this foreseeable dangerous situation.
He wouldn't even make it to...
Be with this. 12 from 35. If he starts going slower, I'm going to try to redirect.
Jesus Christ.
We get away from some of these cars here. If we get him stuck in between some cars, or he slows down to 60 or so, yeah, but at this speed's no. 216 southbound, just past 216, 105.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Bow's literally it's mad how some of these people just allowed to get off.
2312. About 100 miles an hour, still southbound. Get somebody's Springfield unit set up with some spikes. 12 from 35 for info. Unconfirmed, but I cannot see any sign of anybody else in the vehicle. Copy that. Yeah, he's got tinted windows. I couldn't see him as he went by. I just saw the plate.
It's the fact that he's done it countless times to people as well. And he's living with a 17-year-old. Yeah, I was literally. I would have made sure that he never saw anything again. Literally, I'd snatch his life away.
Do it. 2312, we got him redirected down the freeway. Turn around and pin him. Turn around and pin him.
What the hell's going on here? Seriously?
He's fired! He's fired! He's fired!
Oh my god!
2312, shots fired at me. I'm good, I think.
Exactly, Astrid.
Are they talking to an including me?
I have no...
Do it. Do it. 2312, we got it redirected down the freeway. Turn around and pin him. Turn around and pin him.
I get so agitated watching some of these.
In this brief moment, the dash cam captures Elias wielding a pistol.
He's fired! He's fired! He's fired!
Jeez.
.2312, shots fired at me. I'm good, I think. We're back in this southbound. We got spike set up. We're back in this 96, going southbound.
I hope the baby's not in the car.
Copy 208 southbound.
Whoever's underneath Coleman, turn your overheads off so it doesn't see. Let us know when we get close. Let us know. Still southbound at 92 miles an hour.
Copy southbound at 92 miles an hour.
As the pursuit continues, pieces of Elias's car appears to fly off.
2312, we're passing rest area right now. 98 miles an hour.
Copy passing about 98 miles an hour.
I think we spiked it to him.
5603.
He's actively firing at us. Take cover.
Copy, actively firing now. Do 1438.
Spiked at 203. Yes, he's firing. 205. He's muffled. Stay on this side. 35. Stay on this side. Solid copy.
Oh, Patty, right, okay. So, guys, Patty said at this point the police don't realise he has an infant with him.
Moments down the road, officers set up stop sticks.
West of it, 201 south behind hard cover.
Unfortunately, Elias is able to evade them. Soon after, dispatch notifies officers that Elias is apparently on the phone. He shared some information that makes the situation significantly more tense.
This is more likely it.
20, the driver was on the phone with us, stating he does have a baby in the car.
Oh, fuck.
He does have the baby in the vehicle.
He's staying in his lane. He dodged the last set, so I don't know if you can set up 2 sets, but we're from 99 south, speeds of 84. We're coming up on this stop traffic from the crash.
Oh, God. So with this is now, it's obviously, how would you try and stop him now? Well, stop there anyway. Oh, shit.
Put your hands up! Get behind hard cover! Get behind hard cover! Put your hands high in the sky, driver! Get a rifle. Get a rifle up there.
Did he just off himself? Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna get on this.
Get out of here!
No, leave him there. Leave him there.
No, I'm not as a person.
Get him out. We'll go around this truck. Hey! Sir, get out of your truck. Heather. Sir!
What do you got?
He might have just shot back there. He's back there.
I think he shot himself.
Good.
I can pull forward with my car really slow.
If he has,
I got a
good.
Shield, boss. I got a shield. Grab a shield. I got a shield. Hold on. We can wait for a shield, or I can just roll my car up. It's bigger than a shield. Yeah, we're gonna do both. Cool. Anyone got eyes on the gun? Right as I got out. I'm pretty sure he shot himself. I heard it. Yeah, so did I. Did you see the gun in there? No, he was on his phone. I could see him on his phone, and he put his phone down, and I heard that shot. It was like pretty close to him. You guys ready? Yep. All right, let's do it. So hey, stop moving.
Oh.
Put your hands up.
Hands up. Come back, boys. Somebody stop traffic northbound.
Get your hands up.
Get your hands up. Hands up,
Get
sir.
your hands up. Do it now.
Down.
I really hope he shot himself and not.
Hands on the steering wheel.
All we did is move his head a little bit.
Yep, just moved his head. Where's he at?
Sitting in the driver's seat. It's like the baby's in the back. Hands up, sir.
Put your hands on the steering wheel. We want to get you some help.
Yeah, by making you swallow a 9 mil.
That baby's right in line with where you're at. So,
oh,
see
shit.
the handle? Yep, I'm going down. He just moved his head over to the side.
Yep.
Just hold. Just hold and cover. If there's a movement. So I'm going to just aim at the steering wheel. I would with that window being closed.
Hey, Bob, put your hand on the steering wheel.
Baby seat's in the passenger. Elias!
You guys hear that? Baby's in the back right seat.
Copy that. Yes.
We got a drone coming. I don't know if that's being relayed or if you want to push with the kid. Hey, get the shield over here. We got to get the kid. Let's go.
Shield on this side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it over here.
Just stand by. Hey, just chill. You got time. We got him covered. He's not moving. We're moving. Right.
It's the kid.
We're not moving. If you move, you will be shot. Do you understand? You got blood coming out. Let's push. Gun's on his lap. He's dead.
We'll take the baby.
Do not move. If you move, you will be
Get
shot.
that kid out. Get the kid out.
Get that baby. What's up? Go on the other side. Let's get the gun. Let's get the baby. We got him. Get that baby.
Get the gun. It's in his lap.
It's in his lap. Get the baby. That baby out of here.
Baby okay?
You got him?
Thank fuck for that.
Yeah. Oh no, his whole lap is plumb full. Get out.
Got around a 10 bench for any reason. There's the baby. Oh, there's the baby. Oh, they have the babies. Like we have. Oh.
I know that they would, you know, not allowed. I'll just fucking unload into him.
No pull.
Good.
Is the kid okay?
Yeah. Yeah, kid's good, OJ. You're good everywhere?
I wouldn't use that name, OJ.
Let's just do a quick check.
Yeah.
That was pretty close quarter stuff.
Jeez.
News reports indicate the boy was taken under the care of Oregon Department of Human Services. No one was injured outside of Elias Huzar, who did not survive his injuries.
Good.
News sources also dug into Elias's criminal charges and employment history
and
found a disturbing situation. Between 2013 and 2021, Elias worked for the Yakima Police Department. For at least a couple years during that time, he reported as a school resource officer for Yakima District. He was also a wrestling coach for the school's team. While the school seems to share that no complaints were received concerning his conduct, he was under investigation for sexual misconduct during that time. In 2019, allegations from students rumored that Elias was having sexual relations with a 12-year-old student. An investigation took place, and investigators did not meet enough probable cause to prosecute the potential charges. This was despite several handwritten letters from classmates voicing concerns over their supposed relationship. However, officers amounted the rumors to be just that, as no allegation led to a verified nor detailed account of sexual misconduct at that time. When questioning the 12-year-old girl about the messages she sent her friends about the relationship she supposedly had with Elias, she said she never sent them and that her phone must have been hacked. It was discovered later that the student in question was the same underage victim he allegedly stabbed to death at his home 5 years later, at least according to a restraint order request from Elias's ex-wife in 2024. Elias resigned from the Yakima PD shortly after the investigation in 2022. Yakima PD Chief Matt Murray shared in documents that the findings did not have enough evidence to support termination. Elias was ineligible to be rehired by the department.
But he did that instead.
School year, Yakima School District restructured their school security role. Instead of hiring from Yakima PD directly, they instead opted to hire officers who were retired.
They all deserve
this would save the school a reported $250,000
to no longer be on this planet.
a year. It is an unknown coincidence if this was why Elias quit the force and instead applied to be a substitute teacher for Richland School District's 2021 to 2022 school year. The following year, he would also apply as a volunteer for the school's wrestling team, possibly repeating his predatory process. Richland School District claims they were unaware of his previous investigations. After the allegations became public due to his actions mentioned at the beginning of this video and subsequent arrest in February of 2024, Richland School District voiced frustrations with Yakima District as they allegedly sent recommendations to hire Elias. Richland was also frustrated with their failed background checks and other various processes for employment, which allegedly included fingerprinting and criminal background checks. They are quoted saying, "It is the expectation for individuals who apply for employment with RSD to be forthcoming and truthful in their applications." Before her death, his wife requested a protection order and cited that she was unaware of her ex-husband's abusive relationship with the teenage girl. She also voiced concerns about his harassing behavior. News reports say she often mentioned that Huizar was not of sound mind, had told her he hears voices, that he was short-tempered and was controlling of her actions. In a request for a restraining order his ex-wife made to officials months before her death, she shared her 5- and 8-year-old sons, told her Elias had them take care of the baby he shared between himself and his teen victim. Her sons told her that Elias would get violent with and hit the 17-year-old victim while she cried. He and the teen victim also performed certain inappropriate acts without any regard if his sons were present or watching. She handwrote a section detailing that Elias was diagnosed with PTSD.
We were talking about earlier regarding that. Obviously, like I say, different states have got different things for like life. And seeing this, obviously, it's again, the school, as soon as they found out, they got rid of him. But he's done it for decades by the looks of things. Obviously, he met his ex-wife when she was underage and all that. I'm just glad he's gone.
D. Major depressive disorder, insomnia,
I am just glad
alcohol
he's
use
not
disorder,
on this
and
planet
unspecified
anymore.
personality disorder. She writes that he would cause harm to her children and herself. In another section, after
100%.
she noted he made bail, she added that he was a flight risk.
You do anything
and recalled
horrible
a
or
time
whatever,
when he
you
took
get
her
rid of it.
children for
You're
a
going,
period of
bud.
3 weeks in
You're going in the ground.
2021. The restraining order was issued, and Elias was barred from owning firearms or coming anywhere near his ex-wife or his toddler children. But that legal restriction wouldn't stop him from pursuing more horrific crimes, leading to the events in this video to unfold after he was let out on bail. Captain Kyle Kennedy with the Oregon State Police held a press conference shortly after the chase took place. A journalist mentioned that a lot of troopers have families and asked, "How do emotions like that play into a situation like this?"
Yeah, well, I'll just say the troopers who are involved in this are still processing this.
Yeah.
Even for me to go down and get to see my coworkers and people I'm very proud of and just pass them in the hallway real quick and just have the, "Hey, are you good?" And yeah, and then you go to work. So the processing of these events is significant. However, I'm thankful for the investment that the state police is putting into the welfare and resiliency of our troopers, and they're currently providing resources for them now.
1,000%.
So, all this is coming together is the way we would like it to, and our hope is that we can continue to support them. So that concludes this for the evening. Thank you.
That was a tough one. I will say that was a very tough one there, folks. That was crazy to see. And to see that the way he was just brazenly going around firing the gun and shooting, and everything else, and the way he was driving, and he knew he had the baby on the backseat. Brant, I remember that one. Yeah, the copper, he got rid of it. Yeah, because I remember that part because it was an underage kid. yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. It's, like I say, it's just finding out, obviously, you know, he did all those things, like, yeah, just get me, like I said, you know, unload on, that's what I would have done. But then seeing and hearing that he had the baby in the back seat still, it's mad to see that these type of people are out there. Again, it's like with that serial killer earlier. It's seeing that, you know, and then we're seeing about, obviously, with Iron Mouse, because it's still going strong. You know, they've had quite a number of other ones since we've, you know, since we've carried on. It's absolutely awesome. It's still going, you know, $100 there, another 25, 10, 25. There's still a lot of them going through, which is amazing to see. And it seems like, say, today we've kind of gone with the good and the bad. You know, we've seen these horrible things going on, but then we're seeing that there's genuinely amazing, fantastic people out there, and it's just meshed together. But yeah, that was crazy. I gotta admit with that one there. Seeing what that guy was doing as well. But let's say, well, I got one video left, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep it for tomorrow or Monday. So, what I got is, you know, I think it's like all different police officers, but when cops make the greatest sacrifices. You got this one here. So let me know if you want to give this a, if you want to give this one a watch. Yeah, should we give it a watch? But yeah, we'll give this one a watch. We'll have one more video. But yeah, so obviously when cops make the greatest sacrifices, it is, you know, literally what we've seen today, you know, going from the good to the bad, and we'll end on something great. You know, like when they make the ultimate sacrifices for other people. There's just so many things going on out there that it is just nice to see that there is still good people in this world. You know, so we'll get into this one now.
Hey, where are you bleeding?
Like, I have seen a couple of these videos. This one, if I remember, it was a homeless guy.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
This is the moment when cops made the ultimate sacrifice, starting with the case of an officer who was shot in the neck during a tragic gunfight.
Hold on.
Wow.
The Velcro's like this on the other side. Pull it up very careful because it hurts.
On February 12th, 2022, a New Mexico State police trooper responded to a gas station to check on a woman suspected of using drugs in the restroom. What began as a routine dispatch call to investigate possible drug activity quickly escalated into a high-speed chase and a violent shootout, leaving an officer severely injured.
Oh, look at all these people showing up on Kick. Yeah, Bows, get rid, bud.
Lives are one thing, Tommy's attempting to flee, ran my car.
Upon arrival, the trooper located the suspects, a man and a woman, near a vehicle parked at the gas station. However, instead of cooperating, they immediately attempted to flee. In a desperate escape attempt, the driver rammed the trooper's patrol vehicle using their car as a weapon. The officer tried to block their path, but they managed to break free, leading to a high-speed pursuit. The chase continued for several miles until the trooper executed a PIT maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to crash. But before the officer could even step out of his patrol car, the suspects launched
I just cleared the chat. Yeah, I have no idea where the hell they came from then.
Hit maneuver at Cedillo Hill. Vehicle is down. Jump, fuck.
Yeah, we had a lot of bots then. Yeah, we got infiltrated by a lot of bots.
As soon as the suspect's vehicle was immobilized,
you could tell that they were all the same person. You'd have multiple accounts.
One of the rounds striking him
I do find it funny.
A potentially fatal wound. Despite being seriously injured, the trooper managed to return fire, hitting the suspect in the lip with bullet fragments causing additional injuries. However, the wound wasn't severe enough to stop the suspect. Instead of surrendering, both the driver and the female passenger abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot, leaving the wounded officer behind, slowly losing his life. Luckily, additional troopers arrived quickly, preventing the situation from becoming even worse.
All right, man, he's hit right in the neck right here. About it. Give me some pressure on it, okay? All right. This side. Open this trap up and put his in there. You see it? He's not bleeding out anymore. It already stopped.
Probably get this vest off and just understand. Hold on. The Velcro's like this on the other side. Pull it off very careful because it hurts.
With the 28 of Royal Boy Lincoln 913, last seen traveling westbound from.
Yeah, this guy by here, man, he's
Give me that radio.
Yeah, Angel, it was lovely language.
Traffic, please. Stop them from coming through. Make them go
But like I say, we've just done some modifications now for certain
and
things.
was rushed to the hospital. While the wound was life-threatening, he was fortunate to survive. After receiving treatment, he was released and expected to make a full recovery. Following the shooting and foot pursuit, a massive manhunt was launched. Several law enforcement agencies conducted an overnight search, leading to the suspect's capture by a SWAT team the next day without further incident. The driver, 24-year-old Caleb Dustin Elledge, and passenger, 22-year-old Alana Martinez, were both out on bond at the time. Elledge, the primary suspect, was sentenced to 9 years in federal prison for illegally possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Details regarding Alana Martinez's legal outcome have not been made public. While the officer in this case was fortunate to survive, the two deputies in our next case don't have the same fate when they are suddenly get ambushed by a suspect.
Jeez.
On the evening of February 8th, 2024 in Maryville, Tennessee, what seemed like a routine traffic stop quickly turned into a nightmare. At first, everything appeared normal. The driver was polite and there were no signs of trouble. But in an instant, everything changed.
Don't worry about that there, Brant. Let's say AI mod is taking a few things out. I gotta try and figure out. I gotta try and figure out how to get a few of these like certain things going through. Don't worry about it. Say I was just again, AI could do good things, but it can also do a few, like, oof, you know? Oh, look at this. So, like I say, I'm actually having a look at a few things that we can do to, like I say, for chat. So, I had all of this unfiltered because, again, I don't like, you know, like if you're going to do, do certain things, just, talk about it. I've always had it on custom, but hate speech is straight to maximum. So maximum, I like to avoid seeing content if it includes any stereotypes, reclaimed slurs, hateful ideology. So I think that's come on just because those other people came in, because down by here I've added a few words to the list. But AI moderation, yes, so interesting. But we're not going to have it on maximum, no. We're not. We'll have it on minimal. We'll just do it for minimal now, see what that changes. But I think I'll have to go through and, like I say, I'm going to have to try and find the people who, obviously I'll just watch the VOD back later.
And when Blount County Sheriff's deputy
I'll do it that
Shelby
way
Eggers
then.
pulled over a gray sedan
I remember
after
this
spotting the
one.
driver going the wrong way down the road.
I remember this one. Yeah, grabs on and drives off with her.
I'm alright. Can we pull up into this driveway right here? Alright, I'll see you up there. Hold on just a second, I'll talk to you. Alright, my friend. Now that we're out of the way there. I'm sorry. That's alright. My name's Shelby. I work for the Blount County Sheriff's Office. I stopped you not because you were all over the road.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice it. I just put my hair up.
Putting your hair up?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink or anything?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No. I'm really just leaving. No, I'm just leaving suburban.
Okay.
The conversation started off politely, and the driver, 42-year-old Kenneth DeHart, seemed cooperative at first. But that changed when Deputy Eggers caught the smell of marijuana coming from his car, immediately raising her suspicions. After collecting his documents, she called for backup from Deputy Greg McCowan, sensing something was off about DeHart's behavior. When she returned and repeatedly asked him to step out of the vehicle, everything escalated. Out of nowhere, DeHart turned aggressive and completely refused to comply.
I just need you to step out of the car, Kenny.
I'm refusing to search, man.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen if you don't step out of the car. We're going to have to drag you out of the car, and then you're going to go to jail.
I don't smoke marijuana.
So you can either step out of the car, or I can pull you out of the car.
Step out the car.
No, sir.
You can step out the car, or I'm pulling you out of the car, Kenny.
She asked you. She asked you to get out of the car.
Yeah.
You're driving on the wrong side of the road, brother. Get out of the car.
Wrong side of the road.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I'm not. No, don't touch my car.
Get out of the car.
No, you can't do that.
Get out of the car.
Do that. You can't do this, man. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me, man. Please.
The situation quickly turned physical, prompting Deputy McCowan to deploy his taser. The footage shows DeHart screaming and writhing in pain as
There
the
you go,
taser's
followers
probes
only.
hit him multiple times. But instead of surrendering, he responded with sudden and deadly violence that no one expected.
Yeah.
Please.
You're about to get it again.
Please stop. Let me talk to my man. Oh my God.
Get him out.
I just got tased.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, he drives off. No, that's the F. He shot him, then drives off.
335 shots fired. I'm hit. 334's hit.
Deputy Eggers, despite being injured, quickly took cover behind the police cruiser and returned fire. But DeHart managed to escape, leaving Deputy McCowan unconscious at the scene. Eggers' injury was serious, and she needed immediate medical assistance.
Help! Help! I've been shot. I've been shot. Help!
Jeez.
335. 344's down. I've been hit. Suspect fled back towards town on Severe Road. I've been shot. I need your help. Can I do anything? Yes, get out. I need your help.
Tell me what you need me to do.
I gotta get this on and help my partner. Help me.
Yeah, the guy just
Help me
drove
twist
off.
this, please. Twist it really tight. Twist it again. Oh my God.
Passersby rushed to help both injured officers. While Deputy Eggers received some aid, another bystander noticed Deputy Greg McCowan and realized he was no longer alive. As backup officers arrived, the scene quickly turned into a murder investigation. Eggers was transported to the hospital where she survived. Authorities immediately launched a statewide manhunt for DeHart, warning the public that he was armed and dangerous. For 5 days, law enforcement searched for him. Finally, on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024, just 1 day before Deputy McCowan's funeral, police tracked him down at a home in Knoxville. He was arrested without further violence and charged with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and possession of a firearm as a felon. 3 others were also arrested and charged with aiding and abetting his escape. As of now, DeHart has yet to be sentenced, with his trial set to begin in 2026. Deputy Greg McCowan's funeral, held on February 14, 2024, was attended by hundreds of officers, first responders, and grieving community members, all coming together to honor his sacrifice. Next, you will see the case of an officer
this is the one I was on about.
to death by a suspect.
This was so sad. So with this, when I remember this, because there is a, I think it's a Ewu and Explore with this one, where they've gone there and this guy, the homeless guy, he's been walking around and they're there and everything else going up, and then he gets shot. And then 2 people who come over to help the copper, they know the guy, and the girl starts breaking down. It's either a friend or a family member. I can't remember. I think it's a family member. I think it was a cousin or something like that.
On February 11th, 2024, Las Cruces police officer Jonah Hernandez responded to what seemed like a routine trespassing call.
You're always going to be on my list
when
if I ever
arrived,
get shot.
He found 29-year-old Armando Silva, a homeless man with a history of violent crime and mental illness. At first, it seemed like just another standard trespassing situation, but it didn't take long for Silva's violent tendencies to surface.
989 Central 97. How's it going, boss? You been staying here for a while? What's up? This is your place? So you're the one who called? You're the one who called?
I didn't call.
Huh?
I didn't call nobody.
Before Officer Hernandez could fully assess the situation, Silva suddenly launched a vicious attack, stabbing him multiple times. Despite Hernandez's training and attempts to fight back, the assault was relentless and left him critically wounded. A horrified witness, Isaiah Astorga, saw the brutal scene unfold and immediately rushed to help. Realizing the officer's life was in grave danger,
loaded on him.
pulled out his firearm and shot Silva, fatally wounding him. Without hesitation, he then turned his focus to Officer Hernandez, desperately trying to keep him alive.
Officer, hey, where are you bleeding? Sir.
Oh, Tony, that's all right. Just say, as long as you're here.
Hey. Yeah, I shot him like 3 or 4 times. He's stabbed in the neck really bad.
Where's the radio? Where's the radio?
Right here. Okay. No.
Sit by the Crystal PD.
No, he's bleeding really bad. He was stabbed in the neck.
Brother, please stay with us, man.
Hey, stay with us, man.
You know, this bystander, man, so good. He's,
Paramedics arrived swiftly at the scene, and Officer Hernandez was rushed to Mountain View Regional Medical Center.
The bystander got involved and helped.
He tragically succumbed to his injuries. Meanwhile, Silva was pronounced dead at the scene from multiple gunshot wounds. When news of Officer Hernandez's death spread, his family and friends were devastated, overcome with grief as they struggled to process the heartbreaking loss.
Is there a stab on the neck?
Alright.
Oh, it goes through?
Well, I don't know if it goes through, but there's no one around.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if
His wife and child are in triage, Dr. Buckman.
His friends and colleagues were heartbroken, struggling to process the devastating loss. Isaiah Astorga, the civilian who stepped in and shot Silva, was hailed as a hero for his quick and decisive action. Authorities ruled that he had acted in lawful self-defense, and no charges were filed against him. Hernandez was a devoted officer, husband, and father who deeply cared for his community. His tragic death shook Las Cruces, bringing the community together for a heartfelt memorial. Next, you will see how a simple arrest turned into a tragedy that took an officer's life.
Son, you good? You good?
No, I'm hit.
Let's go get Bill! Somebody get Bill!
On September 20th, 2021, a team of Houston police officers rolled up to an apartment complex to arrest Dion Ledet. The guy had a long rap sheet and was known for ditching court dates. The cops probably expected some trouble, but they had no clue just how bad things were about to get. Ledet wasn't just refusing to go quietly. He had something brutal planned for them.
Houston police, come to the door. Good morning. Hey, we have a warrant for...
Yeah, you know what?
Ma'am?
With that there, like say, literally, how was it even a question? That guy saved, well, he didn't save the copper, but he saved him from that other guy, and he got rid of the threat, and he is a hero. Seeing how literally it goes, oh, no charges were brought against him. Why would that even be looked into? I know he tried his best to save the copper. You know, it's so many things, there's so many different things that go on with all of this.
Where's Dion? Is he awake? Dion, step out here. Is he awake? Ma'am. Yeah, step out here. Okay. Dion, step on out here. You got to take care of some warrants.
Just come back here. Ma'am.
Me?
I got you.
No, I do not see him. Dion, you need to step out. It's Houston Police.
As officers knocked on the door, Ledette's girlfriend answered and an officer instructed her to step outside for safety. The officer gave multiple orders for Ledette to come out, but he was hiding inside with a handgun and an AR-style rifle, ready to do the unthinkable. The officers already knew Dion was a dangerous suspect and backup was in place, covering the house. But the speed of his sudden ambush was devastating. The officers didn't even get a chance to save or protect themselves.
Dion, it's Houston Police. Let's do this thing.
That's full auto. Jeez, and that guy's crawling. The guy by the front door, he's gone by the looks of things. Holy hell!
Shit. Oh, fuck me. Sus, you good? You good? No, I'm hit. Let's go get Bill. Somebody get Bill.
Before the officers could do anything else,
Jeez.
Ledette suddenly opened fire from inside the apartment, unleashing a hail of bullets through the doorway. Officer Jeffrey, standing to the right, was hit multiple times and collapsed instantly, while Sergeant Vance, who was behind him, was also struck but managed to crawl away to safety. The other officers quickly returned fire as Ledette tried.
You would have thought with the training that they would have, they all wouldn't be round like that by the door, just out in the open. Yeah, door, you know, there's a couple here now. And especially that this guy's a known felon. And they probably know that he's probably in the gang or something or whatever, and he's probably got weapons on him as well. They were just like, oh yeah, he'll cooperate. Nah, silly.
To escape through the back door, only to be met by a backup officer who fired his weapon. Ledette was fatally shot, bringing the deadly standoff to an end.
Good.
Officer William Jeffrey was critically wounded and rushed to the hospital,
there at the
where
back.
he was later pronounced dead, while Sergeant Vance, though seriously injured, was transported in stable condition. Next, you will see how an officer was ambushed by a suspect and lost his life in a tragic way.
Hey, police.
Hello.
Oh my God.
On May 11th, 2021, Stockton police officer Jimmy Inn responded to a call about a woman who had been assaulted. A witness reported that she was bleeding and screaming for help. As Officer Inn approached the front door, it suddenly swung open, revealing a nightmare no one could have anticipated.
Police.
Hey, police.
Hello.
As Officer Inn
Still
knocked on the door,
firing.
the suspect suddenly swung it open and fired without warning, hitting him before he had any chance to react. Officer Inn collapsed instantly, defenseless against the ambush. Moments later, Officer Pancho Freer arrived, saw his fallen colleague, and immediately engaged in a gunfight with the suspect.
58 shots fired, shots fired. Partner's down. Jimmy, you all right? 58 shots fired, my partner is down. Code 3 now.
2 days for 58.
Shots fired, my partner is down. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay with me!
Jesus Christ.
Jimmy!
Officer Jimmy Inn suffered devastating injuries and lost his life on the spot. At this point, Officer Pancho Freer couldn't even rush to help him because the suspect had grabbed his own 8-year-old son and was now holding him hostage.
Don't let the kid go, man.
50 no response from 2 days for 58.
50, I need units code 3. He's strangling the kid and my partner is down. Let the kid go!
Jeez, that guy just doesn't care about anyone.
As officers assessed the situation, a brave bystander saw the child struggling to breathe and tackled the suspect.
Good.
This split-second act gave Officer Freer the chance to fire, striking the suspect and ending the threat. Paramedics rushed to Officer Jimmy Inn, but it was too late. The 8-year-old survived, but Officer Inn's tragic death devastated the Stockton Police Department and community. He was just 30 years old, leaving behind his wife, Tella, a fellow officer, their 7-month-old son, and 2 stepchildren. If you found this video
7
informative
months
and want to
old,
see more...
man. 7 months old. Oh, poor kids. But, yeah, man. Poor guy. It's like, say, you know, when you see these sort of things and everything going on, it's... You do see heroes out there, and some of the time, civilians, like, literally just get rid of the threat. Which is exactly what they did, which is great. But folks, it's been a nice little stream, you know. Say we've literally done good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, haven't we? Obviously, we had thingy over on Twitch. Those idiots come on in and you know. But we're on follow-only mode now. If they want to do anything, they can come to that. But folks, we are going to end the stream right by here. So, if you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. I had a brand new video yesterday that went out. Like I say, we will be back tomorrow. And like I say, guys, we got Bowser in the Discord. He has put a few things out, which we'll probably have a look at tomorrow. We'll go through Discord as well. You know what? I think we'll do that as a day. Like, we'll just do like a Discord day where we see things that people have put in there, and we'll just go from there. But folks, thank you ever so much for coming along. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.